Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. Welcome, nerds all over the internet. It is Saturday night, September 20th, and we're happy to be here. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Lots of laughs, lots of time to enjoy the weekend however you see fit, whether it's video games or watching anime,
going to movies, going out and touching grass.
Where'd the fucking cap go?
not consuming Disney.
Not consuming, poisoned food like radioactive shrimp.
Not even their turkey legs are good anymore,
You
man.
guys get to enjoy the weekend.
I know.
Hey, at least you're not consuming Disney.
Excuse me?
work.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Folks,
I love having just a normal 9 to 5 Monday
I
to
know,
Friday.
it's pretty
I
fucking
will
awesome.
eat you.
It's pretty fucking awesome,
you
isn't
guys.
it? 9 to
welcome,
5 gang, let's go, yeah!
welcome to the
Love you
Ravens
too.
Flock. I am your host,
There they
Jose Casabona. Oh, hang on a minute. Jose
Everything all
Casabona.
Thank you.
Yeah, you forgot to put your hater blockers on.
You
There we go.
Glasses.
All right. So, folks, I am Jose Casabona. I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, one of many enthusiasts of the work of Hideo Kojima.
Yes.
Folks, give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for taking the time to arrive here. It is I, Angel, and it is, as usual, a pleasure to stand with our beautiful viewers and listeners. It is actually, the weather has been pretty nice these last few days.
Don't jinx us!
No, it
Knock on
has
some wood!
not.
Knock
Yeah,
on some wood!
yes.
No, it
Well,
has
are we allowed to compliment anything?
Yes,
Hey,
we are, but I know that you have some voodoo jinxy shit going on.
I have to work out in the heat.
And remember,
I'm sorry.
what season is it right now?
It's hurricane season, right?
Exactly. Don't.
I
You
gotta
can, you
be
can
honest.
joke
Like,
any
we are
other
about
time.
to- We're
Not during this
crossing the
season.
finish line.
No jokes here. I'm genuinely
No,
surprised.
we already have some things up there. Fuck
Nice.
Don't do it.
you. No.
I wonder what this one will be called. Stop! Anyways, as usual.
It's his fault now.
Excuse me, what the hell did I do? Did I do the rain dance?
Nope,
Did
you
I do the
jinxed.
fucking
You're
water
gonna jinx us.
Charleston?
You're gonna jinx us.
No, I didn't.
Zayana Rose,
Listen,
it's okay. It's
He's
okay.
over here. He's starting to play
That
Demix
is
time.
You
not
didn't
us.
hear anything.
Dance, water, dance. No, that's not how it
Mother
works.
Nature heard
That's
everything.
okay. First off, me and Mother Nature have a very professional relationship.
Okay.
I water the plants, she makes
Call
them
that into
grow.
question.
More importantly, we discussed this literally 10 years ago. I am Cuban. I do not jinx people. I suck out your good luck like a fucking lamprey. I eat the intestines of a fish.
Again,
And you
it's
looking
your
too
fault.
scaly
You
right
may
now.
have a good relationship with Mother Nature, but she has an even better relationship with Murphy and his cosmic chalkboard. And she's looking at him, and he's just
Hang on a second.
scratching down.
I'm getting a call. Murphy, my man, what's up?
A
A new board, you said?
No!
Yeah,
Y'all
no, I know. I got the chalk. I'll send it to you. Don't worry. It's all good.
Y'all
Don't worry.
lose your shit over the smallest things.
Anyway, but Murphy's about to start a new project. I hope it goes well for him.
Ah,
And
perfect.
I hope that you enjoy watching the show as much as we enjoy making it for you.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, joining us on our far left is one of our awesome cosplayers of this channel. Folks, give it up for Dragon Fan Cosplay, who's sipping on some incredibly delicious coffee.
This is what keeping me awake right now.
I put in some vanilla syrup in there for you.
I wonder
Yay.
if it's gonna keep me awake.
And
I was falling
preferably
asleep. I was literally falling
no,
asleep.
no, preferably
during
not because you have to do it again in the
stream
morning.
Earlier.
You have to wake up again early in the morning.
Nothing
Me
that
too.
several bottles of 3-hour energy can't fix.
I'm an exhausted person right now. Exhausted
You
dragon.
mean a perpetually exhausted pigeon?
Dragon.
Dragon.
We're all pigeons.
Dragon.
Technically,
Pigeons.
pigeons are related to dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are a derivative of dragons, so
Where's your treasure hoard, dragon lady? Why aren't you sleeping on your
At
big pile
home?
of gold right now?
why are you not...
At home.
Oh,
Why
wait,
would she
what?
bring her treasure hoard
Oh,
here?
Why
I
are
forgot.
you-
You traded it for a PS5.
Please
You're
do not
sleeping on
fly
that.
above us and poop on the car.
Yeah.
And if you poop on a car, please make it a
Challenge
Cybertruck.
accepted.
Scientific query.
See, why you
Does the
gotta
dragon
say
have
these
fiery
things?
This
turds?
is my sleep deprived self.
Anyways.
It serves a better purpose if she poops over a Cybertruck flying overhead.
Secondary scientific query. If
Yeah.
the dragons have magic, is their shit magic too?
Who knows?
Can you use it to curse people with their shit?
That's
Maybe.
a mystery. That's a mystery we'll have to solve
If
later.
I use dragon poop as a chalk to write a curse symbol in someone's car,
Angel, shut
does
up.
it actually curse the car?
Shut up. Let's move
It's
on.
close. It's more.
Why do you
it's
ask
like,
the weirdest things?
It's likelier to curse you for mishandling it because God knows you're the type of motherfucker who won't read the instructions on how to properly handle manure or fertilizer, and you don't know what like magic phosphorus in dragon poop would look like.
These are
And
the questions that keep me up at night.
All right. All
point
right.
is Dragon Fang, please destroy Cybertrucks.
That I'll agree with.
We are the Ravens flock,
Dumpster
do not
fire,
appropriate.
So all they need is the
Please
fire.
We are the Ravens flock have been informed by our lawyers that this is a joke. We do not encourage the vandalizing of other people's property. Feel free to vandalize your own all you want to.
Exactly. Listen to the pacifist.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's not our fault.
Pacifist!
No, it's not our fault if the raccoons decide to destroy because I think it's an actual dumpster.
Charlie
Oh.
Cooper wanted better batteries.
So, folks, moving on. Jesus. Well, joining us on our far right is one of our other awesome cosplayers of this channel, who is nose deep into gacha games, just as much as Angel is nose deep into Revengeance.
Excuse me,
I
she's too.
chop liver?
Yes,
No,
apparently.
you're drinking coffee. Folks, give it up for Zayana Rose cosplay.
She's not the only one who's deep into gotcha.
Actually, no, he is too. You know why?
Why?
Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals can be
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, no, not really. There's nothing gambling in Marvel Rivals.
Really?
Oh, there isn't?
Yeah, no, you just pay for the
Yeah,
battle
but
pass,
whether not
and when you
whether
play the game, you get the currency to
Punch
pay
and
for
Grey
the
Raven.
costumes. Okay, see, that
Yeah.
is gotcha.
There you
Okay,
go.
Which
yeah.
I am proud to say I haven't spent a single cent in yet.
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 Oh, my
Yet.
God.
Yet.
I mean, yes, I'm nose deep in gotchas. I mean, let's see.
Finally, the
I
temptation.
have Genshin, I have Star Rail, I have Wuthering Waves, which I really don't
Love
do
and
much
Deep Space.
and I just got into Love and Deep Space.
Hi,
Oh wait, we
welcome.
forgot. Infinity Nikki.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stick
I
to
thought
one.
did you?
I thought you were.
Waves?
Wait, no, it was, what was the one that y'all are shitting on? Zenless Zone Zero, right?
No, I don't
ZZZ?
play that.
Okay,
You
yeah.
I don't play
trash,
that.
Trash, trash.
It looks good, but it plays bad.
Trash.
Yeah, no.
trash.
We were shitting on Infinity Nikki because again they had
Because
a
it
lot of
rolls like
issues.
shit.
they
Oh,
they
so like
fucked
murder
up.
drones. The only
They
thing good about it is
fucked
the
up.
look.
In a sense, yeah.
But no, Infinity Nikki, I have not spent anything.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't put money on.
I'm
okay.
being very good with my wallet.
You know what?
That's good.
I'm going to be honest. I did spend some money on Punishing Grey Raven. I spent exactly $5. No more than that.
That's not bad.
I don't want to give them an idea
Good
because,
restraint.
because it's easy when the temptation get just one more pool. But I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
The game gives me no free currency.
Very
Let's
good.
stop
That
here.
that is
Yes.
that is why I used to spend quite a bit on Genshin and Star Rail, and now I
Just battle pass.
just battle pass.
I got
Pass
I
and
got bills to
welcome.
pay.
and
man.
I make sure that
Yeah.
I end up saving for my favorites, and if my favorites are not
He's
there, I
coming
just
soon.
wait. I just wait.
I got pissed off.
Let me
too.
tell you how good I have been for Genshin.
Save that later.
No,
Because-
really quick. No, just I'm giving you a number. I have over 500 pulls saved.
300 for me.
Damn.
500.
I got unlucky.
And Jesus.
I got unlucky when the
Hey.
DMC collab came in. I had no black card, so I had to start saving immediately. It was very, very hurtful. But I got them both, so I'm cool.
Good.
All right, go ahead next.
And of course, let's not forget the host of the Black Files by Attack Predator for Wrestle Rewind. Amanda puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. Not surprisingly, the only person out here who is not engaged in any gotcha gaming that we know of, Mr. Juan Aroused.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister. One could argue that Master Duel has a little bit of a gotcha element to it.
In a sense.
In a
don't know the
sense,
cards
But
you're gonna
I know better than to try on that.
get. No
So
smart thinking.
It's too addicting. You
You're
will fall
gambling
into the
on
rabbit
something
hole.
far more
It's-
dangerous.
Don't
real
do it.
life.
I'm gambling with way worse things. I'm gambling with bills.
Now,
Gambling with
folk-
life.
Yeah, adulting sucks. Now, like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. Poor Dragon Fang. She was up since 6 a.m. She has not had a lack of consciousness since.
I haven't had a nap yet.
She has not had a nap.
No,
yet.
you don't need a nap because then
You
it's gonna
poor,
fuck
poor
up your
thing.
sleeping.
It's true.
5-hour nap. No.
That's not a nap. That's sleeping.
No, that's sleeping. That's sleeping.
You just have to slowly introduce increasingly high dosages of NyQuil into her everyday drinks.
See, I'm just lucky. I woke up, I drove her over there, I went right back to
Here,
fucking
sis.
You
sleep.
guys are so fucking lucky.
Here, sis,
I
have a
to
bottle
go
of
in
water. It
again
just happens
at
to be
6:30
tinted green.
tomorrow.
Which is bullcrap.
Why do you
I'm-
have to go back so early?
Morning shift.
They
It's-
fucking hate me.
That's dumb.
That's
And
the
then
schedule,
all the rest
unfortunately.
Of all the rest of my shifts next week, morning shifts.
Morning,
Morning
morning,
shifts.
morning,
That's
morning,
pretty
morning,
fucking
fucking
morning.
stupid.
And that's
I'm
going to
sorry
be
to
that
hear.
way, unfortunately.
Folks,
Crap,
please
I
help
love
save
it.
Dragon Fang by helping us expand our channel by supporting us, liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream. I noticed Wednesday night after the Black Files, you can stop pantomiming me for 2 seconds. I gave you guys a minor assignment. Go after the stream and tell me about your favorite dessert. And if you want to comment on something from the show, do that too. Nobody did it. F's all around. Everybody in the audience got an F. How dare you? No, you did not complete your assignment. I am very disappointed in
But
you.
Juan,
I
you
think
see-
it's because they didn't want
instead
to
of-
be back at school.
Instead of getting a gold star, you now have a star made of enriched uranium.
They're getting sent to the mines.
No. They're not getting sent to the mines. They're slowly going to be irradiated. I would go straight to curium, but I can't afford that.
Your punishment is cancer. Slow cancer.
But what's most important over
Hey,
here,
he
like I
did it,
said,
no me.
sharing our content across all social media, and of course, making sure that you're subscribing and you hit the notification bell for all alerts. The more that you guys do this, the more subscribers we can get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers can convert out of that. And before you know it, we'll be completely self-sustaining to the point where we'll no longer have to do this just for the love of the game, but we can also do this stuff for living. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Oye, payaso, enough with that stuff.
You've never had a problem with it in the past.
You go over to Paris for that stuff. You go and make yourself some money like a good Frenchman.
I don't want to go to Paris. It's
You
full
don't
of
gotta go
dirt.
anywhere. I'm talking about him.
Would
No,
you rather
see-
I sit still like a boring statue?
No, I'd rather you try to pantomime over me.
But now
It's
I have to
invading my
do it
personal bubble.
because if he goes, I gotta play the wise guy to his straight man because you won't be there.
Okay, fine. Let's take a vote. How many of you people have a are okay with me pantomiming while Juan's talking? Raise your hand.
I want you to do it because it pisses him off.
I hate you. Ulysses Fartknocker, I see you in the chat over here, buddy. Thank you for
Hey.
joining in. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention. Kyle just said, I walked out of the classroom before the homework was assigned.
Oh!
I know what he is. He's literally the person who literally already has everything packed up, and right before it rings, boom,
He's
out.
waiting for that clock to hit ding, so he just takes off like a
and
fucking
before
sprinter.
it rings, ding.
Also, thank you to Jimmy Rick for the $2.99
Super sticker!
Thank you kindly. As usual, every single cent that you guys donate goes straight into our coffers so we can afford better equipment, so we can afford maintaining the machine, because let's be honest, that computer is very old, and more importantly, every cent goes into buying the increasingly large dosages of over-the-counter antidepressants needed to keep Juan from eating the machine. Please protect the machine from Juan's jaws. I seen him eat. That wasn't food. What happening there was chaos.
Different? Oh, okay.
In order to ensure our friend Juan doesn't
Sorry.
subsidize on a diet of lighter fluid and crayons, we need that money. So I thank you kindly because every
Truthfully,
cent is helping us out.
Listen, the day that I learned Play-Doh was non-toxic was a day that my culinary experience was expanded into a new dimension. Okay? I've gone to Lowe's, you wouldn't believe, just to pinch a penny. And then inflation kicked in and I can no longer afford Play-Doh.
They fucked
Play-Doh.
up his Subway 5 times.
And people thought I was weird for eating paper when I was a kid.
I mean, I can't even judge you. I used to eat leaves from the grape tree vines.
And I saw someone over
I was
here,
hungry.
Slayer Selections. They were impatient, but if they show back up over here, we'll forgive them.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But there's something that we will appreciate and we will share with everybody until we can't do it anymore. But we love them very much. And that is our partnership with Glitch Energy, the specially formulated smart energy blend for all the geeks and nerds to enjoy. Comes complete with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 lag, and of course, 0 crash. Make sure that you bookmark glitchenergy.com right here on your web browser to stay up to date for all their announcements.
Now check this out. These guys want you to be able to understand what you're getting yourself into. So not only do they have the full-size tubs for every single one of their products, but if you go in here to starter kits and bundles, you will see that you can set up your own sampler packets of their flavors. For example, check this out. A Pro Pack for only $29.95. You get 3 samples of 5 different flavors.
Hey, 3 samples of 5 different flavors. Isn't
Just
that a
in
good
case
deal?
you don't want to spend $30 to get yourself a tub of something you might not want to drink, okay, here's a nice sample packet. Pick whatever you want and help yourself to what's better.
Now, you choose any 5 flavors, max 2 of the same. Okay, so get 3 packs of each of your custom flavors, total 15 servings. So you can
nerdies and on birthday
So like
cake.
these are the ones that you can choose from: Maui Punch, Skill Issue,
Nerdies!
Grenades, Nerdies,
Yes!
Smurf Juice, and Loopy Fruits.
Hey,
Okay.
Loopy Fruits, the one where you can put the milk in.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose some
Cereal
right now. Let's
recipe.
see.
Good
Loop,
shit.
Loopy Fruits.
don't say it
Skill
like that. It's
Issue,
supposed to sound cool.
Nerdies.
And that's it.
Yes, it's a punk version of
Um,
it. Cereal recipe.
Nerdies.
mm,
Actually, no, my mistake.
It's like one of those
Um,
extreme ass candies that are
Okay,
super
so
sour.
you said Skill Issue. You get to choose 2 more.
Bomb glitch edition. Personally,
no,
I
you know what? We're
prefer
gonna go with
Smiley
another Nerdies.
Okay.
And another skill.
I think they're all pretty much the same list of
Yeah,
flavors, but
it
that's
is the
okay.
Oh, I
same.
know.
However,
We're
do
just
not
showing
forget
them.
that we're not just here for the high of energy. They also qualify in vitamin and energy supplements, and of course, hydration. Because hey, we understand we live busy and rush lives, and
That's in the Glitch Hydration Revive
thank
line.
you. And sometimes you need more than just energy to keep going through the day. You need the important vital liquids that keep your body hydrated, your veins unthickened, and your muscles flowing with that ever so useful lactic acid.
Precisely. And
No, seriously, you don't want too much lactic acid buildup. It will hurt.
It will fuck you up.
And if you're anything like us, broke-ass nerds, then you understand how hard it is to get what you want online. But that's okay, too, because Glitch has got you covered. They're able to work with you through the Cash App Afterpay program for interest-free payments split up bi-weekly every 2 weeks until you're able to pay off the full retail costs.
Of your entire order. For example, if the Bunny Berry Oasis comes with a retail price of $34.95, if you set that up with Cash App Afterpay, you only pay $8.74 every 2 weeks. If you're smart and if you know how to do this stuff and set it up during your pay week, then you're just taking $8.74 out of your paycheck every month in order to finish paying this thing off.
And the best thing about it is that they won't hold the product from you. You'll
It's
still
not a layaway program.
you're still gonna get your Glitch tub.
Exactly. So here's a little hint, people. Go ahead and put in the pricing for the express delivery, and you'll still get your order in at a reasonable time for yourself instead of having to wait. So
And you know what? We've got you covered as well. Because if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order, so don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code, get your Glitch now.
I'd like to once again thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock.
Because you're not Disney.
Holy shit.
Disney. The blizzard of movies almost has become, once upon a time, a name that invited adoration, awe, respect. People wanted to be with Disney. Half of the people in the world wanted to work for Disney, the other half wanted to work for those people. Once upon a time, when you spoke of animation quality, when you spoke of the beauty of animated cinema, Disney was the name to mention. And to this day, many of their old films still remains as proper statements of what the capitalization and, more importantly, the dedication of many people with a lot of talent, skill, hard work, and 10,000 cigarettes can achieve with nothing but dedication. But those times have passed.
Oh, yes. And unfortunately, there is a dark cloud that looms over the business side of when it comes to Disney. And
That dark cloud just happens to be late stage capitalism, the thing that we're fighting against by
Now,
asking people to subscribe to us.
as you know, Disney has not been doing too hot for the last few years. It doesn't help that pretty much everything they do has been remakes of their previous work, and their most recent original work was a complete disaster. And on the other hand, Disney has been expanding, these insidious little tentacles grabbing their hands on everything they can, and they have been
We
covering...
own your childhood!
We own your adulthood too!
it's a very creepy version of Monopoly.
What
that
the
they're
hell's the
playing.
Ravens Flock? Do I own that?
Not yet, sir. They don't make enough money. So, Disney now owns, well, or rather, they have owned several companies and properties, among them ABC, which specializes in talk shows. Because, Disney doesn't just do things for children, they do stuff for adults. This has resulted in many original series that have been lost into the crowd of time, and more importantly, many other series and talk shows that used to be their own thing now ultimately work for Disney.
Just a small little addendum here. You know what I miss from ABC?
What's that?
Disney's One Saturday Morning.
Me too.
That was fun.
It was beautiful once. Now,
It was an excuse to watch Saturday morning cartoons, but go on.
on one hand, if you have Disney backing you up, it means that you have borderline infinite money to keep your show going. On the other hand, it means that your existence, the existence of your shows, your programs, are at the behest of Disney. And if you step a single fucking toe out of line, Disney is going to come down on you with the force of the Parkingtons and more. And sadly, we are seeing yet another case in what has seemed to be the most recent scandal in the history of talk shows and televisions. Yet another comedian has been punished for making a bad joke. Normally,
Not even doing the full bad joke is what they're talking about. I will help break this stuff down because there's a lot of misinformation
Of course
on
there
the
is.
context of the actual joke.
Of course there is.
I would like to actually help get all that cleared up. So I promise you guys, we're going to actually spell it all out.
Back in the day, we used to just throw tomatoes at people like this instead of kicking them out on the street.
Yeah.
If
Now,
you make a bad joke, punishment should not be send him to the fucking gallows.
last month on this channel, we did talk about how Stephen Colbert announced to everyone that The Late Show is being canceled due to a business deal between Paramount's subsidiary company Skydance.
No, Skydance merged with Paramount.
Because due to a business deal between Skydance merging with Paramount.
Wait a second.
Paramount is the parent company of CBS, where The Late Show with Stephen Colbert airs.
Wait a second, sir. You're telling me that if we combine big corpo with big corpo, we can make big line go higher?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but,
can.
Yeah, but some things need to go.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Hi, my name is the federal government.
Hello, I am here to make all the fun things stop.
No. It's okay. We're on behalf of the FCC, the Federal Communications
Oh, no.
Commission. We need to give the okay on whether or not Giant Corpo number 1 and Giant Corpo number 2 can become Mega Corpo.
Oh, okay. Then what is your judgment, Mr. Big Government FCC company, sir?
Let's see. Well, since we are completely apolitical and totally do not do the dirty work of a thin-skinned president who doesn't know how to take a fucking joke, let's see how this works. Oh, Mr. Lord Emperor, God Emperor, Master Donald Trump, sir, who's president of the United States again somehow.
Yes, what is it?
Mega Corpo number 1 and Mega Corpo number 2 would like to become Super Mega Corpo.
Sounds good, but get rid of that guy over there. He annoys me.
Well, you heard it, folks. You heard it.
I don't like that jester. His cap is tilted the wrong way.
Well, you heard it, folks. That is the judgment of the also Lord and Mighty God Emperor Donald Trump.
But what happened to apolitical? It's not politicals if you don't have any other choice.
That's actually a very good way to give us a recap, Juan. Thank you.
Get this jester out of here. He doesn't amuse me anymore.
Look, he never amused me. He's the worst. He's
He's
unfunny.
the worst jester ever.
Wait, why? He makes bad jokes about me, and that is terrible. And everyone knows if you make jokes about me, the Lord God Emperor Donald Trump, that makes you evil.
Sir, you're speaking in third person again.
I'm
speaking
sorry,
of-
what is you? You're speaking to the God Emperor?
Oh,
I'm
God,
sorry,
sir.
are you going to address the God Emperor properly?
Hey, wait a goddamn second. Where are our space marines?
Who said anything about
Oh,
Space
come
Marines?
on. Can
We
we
have
at least
Space
have-
Force.
Can we at least have space marines if we're gonna have a
We have
emperor?
Space Force that have not gone to space yet.
Man, this cyberpunk
Or have their
dystopia is
own
lame.
spaceships.
This cyberpunk dystopia is lame.
But we
bro.
got a cool Netflix series out of it.
I suppose.
No, it
But
was
yeah,
a funny office
Unfortunately, just like Stephen Colbert, another big talk show is about to suffer the wages of the Okay, guys, be honest with me. Has the FCC actually done anything good since its creation?
style.
At all?
Well, let's just get into it.
That's what they were doing
okay.
is censoring shit. We can't see boobs on TV anymore because of them.
So, in
Yeah.
an article provided to us by CNN. What's up?
No. Look, I was just resigning myself to Angel's right. The freaking
Yeah.
FCC.
But the thing is, with this comedian, we were warned by Trump himself in his tweet a month ago, where he said Jimmy Kimmel was next.
You know what? I don't like that other jester either.
He
I'm gonna
warned
get rid
us.
of him next.
His face is too big. He annoys me. Get him out of here.
Oh, Sarah Serendi's in the
Hello.
chat. How's it going, Sarah Serendi, sweetheart?
Hey!
Thank you very
All right.
much.
In this article provided to us by CNN.com, the headline reads,
Well,
And
this
yes, we
this
do
ca-
need that
this
song.
reads from 2 days ago.
yep, September 18th, 2025, why Jimmy Kimmel's show was yanked off the air.
This is the live feed version of everything in the stories today, so this is like update by update here. So, and the
What
work
the
is done
fuck?
by
The article is
Brian
gone?
Stelter, Elizabeth Wagmeister, Aditi Sangal, and
And-
Tori B. Powell. Yeah, you got 4 people working on this stuff because the shit changes so often.
Damn, guys.
So,
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's scroll down.
Hang on. This story is still unfolding. Yeah, we know.
We know it's still unfolding, so we're going to read and share what we know.
Okay.
Here's
so-
what, yeah.
Okay, this is working backwards.
All right,
So
so
I
you're going to have to
actually-
start at the latest then.
From the beginning.
All
So
right.
we're talking about this.
Take us
as
to
it
the beginning,
develops.
wherever it is.
Back
What?
to the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, there's a whole thing in there, people.
Digimon, something, Digimon.
We're waiting to get to the beginning of this.
You know what? This is taking too fucking long. Can I just get to it?
Hey, calm down.
What do you-
Patience is a virtue.
No, I am too impatient because I'm hyped because your stupid brother fed me a whole fucking pound of chocolate chip cookies. I'm jumping off the walls right here. My balls have become pinballs, baby.
Guys, I don't think Angel's handling the giant
I
cookie
am
very
filled
well.
with energy. I am sealed with juice.
You know-
I feel like I could run a marathon and then
Fucking whatever,
hump a
we'll just-
horse
Alright.
to death.
All right, let's follow these bullet points then.
You're welcome.
Scroll up.
All right, so
Disney's ABC pulling Jimmy Kimmel's late night talk show off the air indefinitely is, quote, not the last shoe to drop. FCC Chair Brennan Carr said on Fox News today. Carr also praised President Donald Trump for creating a massive shift in the media ecosystem.
What shift? Because
a shift away from fun.
okay, but if this guy goes, they gotta put somebody else to replace
No,
him. there,
they're
right?
putting no fun.
A source told CNN that while no decision has been made on
Fucking do
how to move forward, Disney is, quote, hopeful there is path to bring Kimmel's show back.
Aha.
Kimmel's contract is up at the end of this current season, taking him through May of 2026.
Kimmel's show was pulled amid public pressure from Carr and ABC affiliates. The controversy stems from Kimmel's comments from his Monday night monologue about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer. Kimmel has not yet commented on the suspension.
Maybe it's for the best he doesn't
All right,
comment.
so
Now, to give context, one, as you said earlier,
It's time to create context.
create context.
We should put that like a fucking. We should put like a fucking.
I wish we could do that. I really
creating
do.
context as we explain stuff.
I really do because like when it comes to this stuff, you need context.
By the way, this is the reason why, guys. Serious talk here. It's funny to laugh at the shit you see on the internet, but please do not rely on memes to be informed about what's actually happening. Because you know what the purpose of memes is?
what?
To remove context for shit from shit for laughs and lols.
Yeah.
Remember, memes are not a thing.
They also
that should be,
no, they are a thing. That's the problem. Take them seriously. Ironically, take them seriously
but not literally.
because they are a thing. Just don't take them literally.
All right,
Okay.
Juan,
Go
take the
ahead.
lead.
Okay. On Monday, Jimmy Kimmel started his show with his usual monologue of jokes and jabs and silly things, talking about the current events in the news and everything that was involved in it. Now, I do not yet have the actual video of the full the transcript of the actual jokes that said verbatim, but I'm pulling that up over here. Basically, Jimmy Kimmel had said along the lines, I'll give you the proper quote once I pull it up, that, okay, well, while everyone's still reeling from the reactions of the death of Charlie Kirk, and also confused and bewildered by the MAGA side of people working like crazy to make the killer look like anything but one of their own. And a lot of people are processing the grief and the stress of this very differently and in various different ways. We actually also found President Donald Trump to see how he was reacting and how he was grieving someone.
I'm
who was
perfectly fine.
considered-
Oh, you see that place over there? We just finished building a ballroom.
Oh no, we're in the middle of building the ballroom for the White
That
House.
was such a fucking change of tone, and my neck hurt from whip slap.
Funny exactly where
Ooh.
your neck was hurting there, Angel.
I know that's the joke.
No, god damn it. Like, so fucking literally, like, out on the middle of the White House lawn, Donald Trump was asked point blank, it's been a few days since Charlie Kirk was brutally killed. A lot of people are in mourning. We're asking you, Mr. President, how you're holding up. Oh yeah, well, it's good. And by the way, take a look at the construction over here. People have been wanting a ballroom in the White House for 150 years. We're finally now getting it
He
done.
just refused to even address it. He just jumped right over to the next
Rolling
topic.
Stones article. I don't know if you-
Damn it. I
If I
swear
can-
to God,
if I
for a
can pull
man
it
that
up, I'll
old
try
and
to-
fat, he can do some amazing
I mean, if I can
backflips
pull
the way he just leapt right over the question.
He just completely dodged, ducked, dipped, dived, and
Olympic
dodged.
levels of skill.
To which it cut back to Jimmy Kimmel saying along the lines of, "Dear God, that it looks like Donald Trump is on the 4th stage of grieving, construction." Because there's demolition, there's construction. Yeah, no, this isn't the way an adult mourns a person that they claim is it was a good friend. This is the way a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish.
This is the way a boss mourns an employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's ultimately as much as
that's almost quote for quote, word for word the
Okay.
issue, which
And-
I'm gonna pull up the
So the
transcript.
dude just
for.
basically commented on current affairs and made a joke. Relatively harmless as far as jokes go.
Oh, you could close. We'll still be able to read it. There, see?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Now, thankfully, I found another article that'll actually tell us the whole story instead of us having to scroll through and find updates. No
Is
disrespect
that
to
why it's
CNN.
called Rolling Stone? Because we just keep rolling through walls of text?
What?
Yeah, let me just close the CNN one because that is bizarre. Okay, let me see. Ba and ba and ba. Okay, so let me also go ahead and share the Rolling Stones link for the folks at home to watch on your own time and on your own dime. We appreciate you guys joining us tonight over here. Ah, damn it! Hang on, I forgot the freaking the cookie link. I hate that.
Ah!
By the way, that's what the little and
Is that called a
FBA
cookie link because there's enough letters to make a cookie recipe with that thing?
may as well be.
I could scramble that into a Shakespearean page. What the f?
Create context.
Creating context. So,
All right, here we
guys, the talk show host
He's the
showed
second
up
to go,
and
by the
did
way, Jimmy.
talk show host things. Now, the one thing that started this whole part was the beginning of his joke, where he basically said, well, it's been a certain amount of time since Kirk was unfortunately murdered, and MAGA is doing everything they can to point out that it wasn't them. The reason for this is because it was found out that the shooter was white, and it was male.
Not
Because-
just white, not just male. He
Yeah.
also happens to be come from a family
From a very
of
Republican
Republicans,
family.
super MAGAs, who also were very deep into
Mhm.
gun culture,
Now-
and he was gun trained like a mofo.
According to what we know of the murderer, and mind you,
Thus
this is
far.
as far as we know thus far, we have no idea which way he leaned. People assume that he leaned left because he was very much anti-right.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have shot a
Yeah.
right wing pundit.
Yeah, and one that was just talking of all things. But mind
He was
you,
trying to blame gang violence about the for guns, but
no,
shit.
this was clearly an independent work. Hell, the dude was using a hunting rifle. No amount of gun laws are gonna take that away from
No,
him.
I mean, like, the last thing that Charlie Kirk was saying when they were asking him, like, do you know how much gun violence there is? And he was trying to equivocate, like, are we counting or not counting gang violence?
And then he got shot by an individual.
Yeah, in the
Totally
neck.
sad.
That is
But
fucked.
the point is, while it was certainly unfair and cruel that a man got killed for expressing his opinion, the point we're discussing here is that the shooter, as far as we know, is not affiliated with anybody politically. It is entirely possible that this person is literally just brain broken from spending too much time on the internet. People are mostly assuming that he leans left, mainly because he shot it down on the right, and because, according to everything we know from him, everybody believes that he was on the left because he just didn't like the right. Mind you,
and
this
on
is
the-
don't.
And there's also folks who believe that he's on the right because, well, the groiper ass attitude that he extolled on
A
with
distinct
how he's-
possibility, yeah.
Yes.
is extremely right wing, which is easier to get indoctrinated into if you're already right wing leaning, which he was from his environment and his family
Now,
upbringing.
since he never
So-
voted for anybody, nor did he ever express what his political leanings were in person to anybody who knew him, people don't know. And it is likely that we won't know until the investigation is over. So for the sake of argument and for the sake of journalistic integrity, I will not jump to any conclusions. Who did jump to conclusions, was
Donald
the
fu-
FCC.
and Donald
Yes.
Trump and everyone and their mother.
So
Holy
let's
Lord.
finally get to the Rolling Stones article that Juan just shared here. The headline reads, and this was posted a couple days ago. Yep, there it is.
What the hell? Why did it scoot all over?
Why is
that
there
way?
a phone taking over a third of the screen?
It says Jimmy Kimmel Live pulled indefinitely by ABC over Charlie Kirk comments. So, oh, frick.
Yeah, and this came up by Charisma, Matarang, Oswayne Suisang, and Andrew Perez.
Damn, so many writers.
Give me a second. I'm waiting for this to finish loading, and there we go.
There. All right. So here we go. Scroll down. So Jimmy Kimmel, is the latest late-night host to be pulled from a major network after the comedian made remarks about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk amid pressure from Donald Trump's administration. Jimmy Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely, an ABC spokesperson told Rolling Stones today. The spokesperson did not clarify the reason behind the decision. The news arrived shortly after Nexstar kicked his late-night show off its U.S. stations. Nexstar's owned and partner television stations affiliated with the ABC television network will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show, the company said in a statement. Nexstar strongly objects to recent comments made by Mr. Kimmel concerning the killing of Charlie Kirk and will replace the show with other programming in its ABC-affiliated markets.
Andrew Alford, president of Nexstar's broadcasting division, called Kimmel's comments, quote, offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our nation's national political discourse. Yeah, so you're probably wondering, who the fuck is Nexstar? Okay, well, okay. Nexstar is basically a television syndication network company. These guys basically say, hey, you're a television station over here. Which network would you like to be affiliated with? Oh, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox? Okay, we have the connection over to the network that you'd like to be in. You're going to be Fox. This guy's over here is going to be NBC. These guys over here are CBS. Let's go ahead and get in that.
So they're basically like an organizer, like the HR of TV networks, basically.
Kind of. It's more like the middle manager of the actual broadcast stations in each city.
So pretty much like the scheduler.
Yeah, exactly.
You go here, you go here, you go here.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
All right.
Sinclair Broadcasting is the second largest, and Nexstar over here is right up there with this motherfucker. So, let's see.
All
what
right.
this
So.
is.
Quote, continuing to give Mr. Kimmel a broadcast platform in the communities we serve is simply not in the public interest at this current time, Alford said in a statement. We have made the difficult decision to preempt his show in an effort to let cooler heads prevail as we move toward the resumption of respectful, constructive dialogue.
During Kimmel's Monday night dialogue, the comedian criticized right-wingers for trying to, quote, score political points off Kirk's murder after they spent the weekend attempting to blame the left broadly and trans people more specifically for the shooting, well before the public knew much, if anything, about the shooter's motives. You gotta remember the very first fucking things that were happening. Donald Trump tweeted out on fucking Truth Social, oh, this is violence from the radical left.
Yep.
When Charlie Kirk's body hadn't even gone cold yet.
Yeah, no. Everybody just
Everyone
basically
wanted to
went,
jump
oh,
the
the
gun.
right winger got shot. It has to have been a leftist. And, okay, as likely as it is,
It's just as likely that it ain't.
throwing that assumption out there when the dude is already not even done bleeding to death, bro.
That is incredibly
Come
foolish.
on. That is incredibly insensitive too. Jesus.
Everyone wants to throw their allegations.
Everybody
like,
wants.
oh, this is
kind of
from the left.
It's kind of fucked up how cloud culture has become. That a tragedy occurs and everybody immediately rushes online to go, aha! Like
it was
Jesus.
your people who did it.
Can we
They
have
just
5
want to point fingers.
I was just sitting there going, holy shit, they killed this dude just for talking. That is terrifying. I'm gonna turn off social media for the next 5 days.
Yeah,
All
social media was
Everything
really
caught on
bad
fire.
after that.
Honestly, the only thing that was just as bad as the people celebrating his death. Don't immediately start pointing fingers when you don't know who did it. That is insanity. That creates victims. It puts targets on innocent people's backs. You know.
And here's the and in this article they actually captured the exact quote, note word for word of what Kimmel said.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. They fixed
And I'll read it. And I quote,
This is Jimmy Kimmel's actual monologue over here.
we hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. That was the quote that got Kimmel in trouble.
Wait,
Because
that's just a statement.
It was interpreted as saying, as he was accusing the murderer of being MAGA, because they were trying to say that he wasn't a part of them. That's it. They just picked the worst, most evil interpretation possible.
Honestly, that's really stupid thing to get fired
people
over.
like to twist what is said.
You know, I thought that people celebrating a dude's death was the worst thing I was going to see this week. I guess I was mistaken.
Now, nope, sorry, you found something even worse than that.
I
We
mean, the
found
former is
people
still pretty
clout
fucking
chasing over it.
Yeah, I know. Once again, I am thoroughly fucking disgusted of everybody's reaction to this whole thing.
And remember, folks, we are simply reading the fucking quotes word for word.
Yeah, we're not agreeing with anybody here. We're just reading what he said.
Yeah.
Like, oh dear fucking lord, here we go.
Fox News, for its part, took those comments to mean that Kimmel had suggested that, quote, Kirk Shooter was part of the MAGA gang, though that's not really what he said. Earlier that day, Trump's Federal Communications Commission chairman, Brendan Carr, publicly called on licensed broadcasters to stop airing Kimmel's show.
So,
And the way he said it, I actually saw it. It was like a split-screen interview with the FCC chairman, and he literally said, hey, listen.
You mean this split-screen interview
Yep.
here that he had
we
on
have it on camera.
Yeah, that we have on from the Benny Johnson podcast. By the way, Benny Johnson, you're a dick. Fuck you. You trust me when I say left, right, center. I don't give a damn. You don't want to deal with Benny Johnson. He's
just an unpleasant individual.
He's just trash.
All right, so let's go ahead and play
bad.
that clip then, if you don't mind,
By
won't you?
all means,
It is time to create more context.
Create
everyone?
context.
1, play.
And bam.
Shoot.
Come on, play. Fuck you. There.
But frankly, when you see stuff like this, I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC. Again, there's actions that we can take on licensed broadcasters. And frankly, I think that it's really sort of past time that a lot of these licensed broadcasters themselves push back on Comcast and Disney and say, listen, we are going to preempt. We are not going to run Kimmel anymore until you straighten this out, because we licensed broadcaster, are running the possibility of fines or license revocations from the FCC if we continue to run content that ends up being a pattern of news distortion. So, but frankly, when you see stuff like this,
Okay, I'm sorry, but news distortion, literally, that's like every single
That's
news
if he's
media
lying.
in existence.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate. There is one part where he says, until you straighten this out. So that means that he's at least trying to give Kimmel an out to either explain or clarify himself. Because the best way, in a rational world, the best way to solve this would be Kimmel essentially going, okay, everybody, let's do some clarification. And add his own context.
Say, this is actually what I meant.
Throw an apology in there if you want to. But the point is, in a rational world, when the comedian makes a bad joke, you would just throw a tomato at his face.
Yes!
You wouldn't ask the comedian to be run out of town with peaches and
Also,
forks, would
comedians
you?
literally make fun of everything.
They don't make fun of just
Yeah,
one person.
Splat.
And what's more,
Guess
it's
what? They made fun of every single president.
Yeah, no, political
Yeah.
satire is basically in their repertoire.
At this
They,
point, I'd be
they
surprised
don't
if
just
they didn't.
narrow it down to one specific person.
You know what I'm surprised though? Of all the people to go after, how come he hasn't gone after South Park? They have been far more vicious in their mockery of him.
which
Yeah,
is
dude, they did an episode
Yeah.
mocking freaking Christy Gnome.
Yeah, by the logic of the insult, Jimmy has done in the
that was
in the
innocuous.
scale of hatred from 1 to 10, that was like a 2, and
Where it's
South
like-
Park is like they pay me $1.5 billion to do this.
Like the 2 is okay. I'm irritated, but I can deal with it.
Whatever.
It just itches in the back of my neck and fine.
Yeah.
Whereas
South Park is like
is
driving by your house
I-
and throwing bags of shit at your window.
no, South Park is I am covered in scabies and E. coli's. Help me!
I'm
I
covered
am
in
on
bees.
fire.
Ah!
I'm covered in bees.
Basically,
Not
South
the
Park
bees!
is-
Not the
Ah!
Basically, South Park is just, yelling in your face.
Yeah, like you would think he'd be more angry at South Park than he
Yeah.
would be at Jimmy Kimmel for saying something
Like,
dumb.
you want to know how?
Well, honestly, can you actually take South Park down, though?
To be fair though, you could
That'd be
try,
a
but
fight.
they already have a contract and they can use that whole parody law to get away with it, I suppose.
The funny thing is
Something,
that
something, First Amendment.
like,
something,
you want to know what's
something.
even funnier? It's that even when Charlie Kirk was alive, even he took South Park in stride.
No, he
When
was
it's-
loving that
I was saying
episode.
he took it in stride. Like the fucking episode with Cartman coming in trying to be a
Yeah.
debate bro, a master debater. They fucking intentionally made his hair look like Charlie Kirk's
Yeah.
hair.
Wait,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so didn't didn't he literally say, wow, I actually made it on South Park?
Yeah,
he
he
yes.
fucking made
Jay-
that Cartman.
He's like, if
photo,
South
his
Park makes fun
profile
of
on-
you, that's a mark of honor. In fact, South Park removed the episode, and some of the people that work for Jimmy said, no, put it back. He wouldn't have wanted you to censor it.
Congratulations,
Charlie.
JD Vance. You are just 10 points below tolerable.
Like, you gotta understand, the guy that got shot for expressing his opinions
had a better
was
time.
100% fine
being
with
made fun
people
of.
making fun of him.
Better than the fucking president.
You don't have to agree with Charlie Kirk, but at least he understands that you don't have to agree with him. At the very least, he was civilized enough to live in a society
Even though he wanted the society to be purely Anglo-Christian fascist, but that's a different story.
That's a different story indeed. More importantly, like I said, if he himself wouldn't appreciate being censored, they're basically going against everything that he believed in too. Just saying. You don't agree with Kirk. Hell, you don't even have to talk to him. But he's at least willing to talk to you. And that already puts him a few points above the majority of the radicals I know out there.
Right?
Radical, man.
Now,
Radical!
yeah! Now, skipping ahead to this paragraph here of the article, the decisions by Nexstar and ABC to silence Kimmel over relatively innocuous comments is the latest sign of how terrified major corporations and media companies have grown of the second Trump administration. The president and his lieutenants have made clear that they're willing to leverage the full weight of the federal government against networks and their parent companies, especially if TV personalities or comedians on the network say things that annoy Trump.
I'm sorry, First Amendment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like that is literally the First Amendment. Amendment issue, which is
we've made this clear on this channel that we are a firm believer of the First Amendment of freedom of speech.
It's like, here's the thing. You can argue, yes, just like we've said, you have the freedom to say whatever you wish, but there is no such thing as consequence-free speech. We understand that.
You agree with it.
Exactly.
What?
However,
That's fine.
However, the First Amendment is specifically you have the freedom to say what you wish without the federal government saying fuck you and trying to punish you for it. I don't know about you, but having thin-skinned Donald Trump tell his FCC chairman to start bullying Nexstar and ABC over Jimmy Kimmel of all fucking people because Jimmy Kimmel said a bad thing and he doesn't like it, so he tells the federal government that he is the head of to impose a consequence on Jimmy Kimmel. That is a straight fucking line to the First Amendment.
Yep, and that's also censorship.
Like, you can't fucking...
You need
you can't spaghetti your way out of it.
Yeah.
Besides, presidents always get mocked by late-night comedies. I mean,
I'm worried for a world that the president doesn't get mocked for something.
Yeah, seriously, like, how many comedians do you think probably mocked the Obama administration?
A lot.
Plenty.
Well, there should have been plenty.
Barack Obama, that was dumb and ridiculous.
Nearly everyone.
And also, wasn't Trump saying before that he wants to get rid of the censorship that the news media?
Oh yeah, that was
and
one of his
isn't
campaign
this literally
promises.
the opposite?
Wait, you're telling me that politicians are lying to us?
Obviously,
crazy?
yes.
Yeah.
No.
But
Go back to the mines.
It's just funny that someone who said get rid of censorship is now imposing the censorship he wanted to get rid of.
Never believe in a person in a position of power,
Especially when he's a confirmed fucking habitual liar.
I wish they would stop proving me right every time I say that sentence.
In the hours leading up to the decision to pull Kimmel, two sources familiar with the matter say senior executives at ABC, its owner Disney, and affiliates convened emergency meetings to figure out how to minimize the damage. Multiple executives feel that Kimmel had not actually said anything over the line, the two sources say, but the threat of Trump administration retaliation loomed. So this is a very short version of saying that the executives were pissing their... Yeah,
what were you saying?
They were pissing themselves all day.
Oh shit, the big guys are coming. The investors, worse, the feds.
I will say this. On the plus side, at least Disney has proven that they're number one in streaming.
Badoom-tish.
Jose, that's a Stephen Colbert.
I know.
Joke.
Thank you, Stephen Colbert. That was great. And I borrowed it. I don't give a shit.
It's like a second appendix that kills you faster.
Like, it's maddening. Like, okay. Like, just one example of like presidential mockery. Okay, number one, having fucking Jim Carrey fucking doing President Biden.
Yeah.
Going all out of his way of showing how fucking out of touch and senile his ass is.
Yeah, that was funny.
You've had that.
Dana Carvey did an impersonation of George Bush.
Of George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
On Conan O'Brien, back when Conan O'Brien was on NBC.
They used to compare him to Bill Clinton constantly because of the shape of his face and his massive chin.
And occasionally he does impressions of Donald Trump where he like...
Exactly.
That was before Donald Trump was a politician.
Presidents are public servants. They exist cease to be mocked.
Like Conan O'Brien specifically, he would do sketches of like, oh hey, I'm talking via satellite to these different people over here, and it's the thing where you have like the cutout face with like just the lips moving. That bit,
Yeah.
he would have that, and he would have George W. Bush there, like Baby Bush, and fucking what was the fucking thing they had him on? Like, there was this one thing where he was like trying to talk tough about the war on terror and how everyone's going to be able to help and resolve this terror, like fucking making fun of how fucking discombobulated George Bush is.
This has happened constantly throughout
Like,
history.
and the one fucking thing is that they even had like a cutaway of like where he's trying to act militarily tough. Where they changed the picture to one of him squinting his eyes, like looking like a tough guy, and they legitimately the voice mouth person like was finishing his fucking sentence. I got one thing to say to the Al Qaeda's over there. Squint, please. Bring it on.
That's
Like,
funny.
as in you have to command
That's
your
funny.
fucking face to squint.
It has not been known. This wasn't even a mockery of Trump. He was making fun of the MAGA movement who were debuting. Like, there are so many layers of this has nothing to do with you getting involved here that it feels like genuinely overreach and exaggeration at this point, especially considering that there's a lot more people making way more fun of him, making more money. Now, honest time here,
Go on. It's all
talk
good.
shows are dying. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Between this show, the Jimmy Kimmel show, Night Live with Stephen Colbert, and what was the other one? There was a third one.
There's Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
There's Late Night with Seth. There's
the
Jimmy
Tonight Show
Fallon.
with Jimmy Fallon.
Tonight
The
Show
Tonight
with
Show with Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon. Late Night with Seth Meyers. There's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert that's going to be canceled, and there's Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Now, of all of those, based on a graph that I found somewhere on the internet, so far the Jimmy one is doing the baddest. It's not doing well. Sadly, like, the man has lost viewers and he's lost sponsorship, which is probably the reason why his contract is not getting renewed to like next year.
But that's not an excuse to immediately yank him.
Of course not. See, I was under the impression, I was mistaken about this, that one of the reasons why Disney didn't seem to be fighting, because normally if something is popular enough, Disney will be like, hang on, FCC, let's talk about this. Let's come to a compromise. But it felt like everybody was rushing to shut this shit down. And I was like, wait a minute. Are they going so quickly? Why is everybody trying to get rid of the guy, even if you don't find him that funny? And at first I thought it's because the show was losing way more goddamn money. However, recent article, recent update, I just sent it to you. It happened at 11 a.m. It doesn't say much. It just states that Jimmy and Disney are in talks to find ways to bring back the show.
Yeah. This was this oh, you sent it to Mimi.
Yeah.
I mean,
So normally,
oh yeah, that's
I sent it twice, and for some reason the article disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh no, I found it.
So this happened about 11 a.m. So it was very recent. Shampoo commercials.
Hang on.
I don't think that's the
Take it for what it's worth over here. Since this,
one. Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
that's-
mind you, this just happened recently this morning, so there is no answers on this, which is why I'm going to hold my final opinion on this matter. Because,
grain of salt.
Go on.
because if this really was a case closed, shit's done, there would not be any talks to begin with, which gives me two possible hypotheses.
One.
Number one, this is not a complete loss. Disney is going to basically hash out a deal with FCC. Everybody will go to the conclusion that this was an exaggerated reaction to a relatively harmless and stupid joke. Jimmy will do an apology, and we'll go right back to business like nothing happened.
By the way,
And
one,
two.
Number two, this was always going to be like this, and they are writing the accusation of the SEC so they can play the underdog until the contract expires.
All right, Guancho.
before we go on over here, by the way, hi Mega Brandy. Y'all are as dumb as you are weird. Guess what? Haha. Fuck you.
Also, being weird is not
Nothing-
an insult. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not an insult. You know what's weird? Pretending like you're the only normal one. So fuck you.
Like I said, this is just like what I'm saying, because so far, talk shows are simply just not doing that well. Clips of the shows get more views on YouTube than the episodes themselves because podcasting has replaced the talk show. People are simply just not tuning out to watch it. I mean, it happens. Even with streaming, some forms of entertainment just cannot withstand the test
Well,
of time
also
that
with
well.
podcasting, you can listen to it anywhere.
Yeah.
Talk shows,
have a
unless
time
you
frame.
have,
They have a time slot.
yeah, unless you have it, yeah.
And
But if you have it on the
also-
mobile,
Yeah, I was gonna say another benefit of doing a podcast is that you don't have to adhere to what TV networks want you to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not
You have
restricted
more
by the
freedom.
rules.
You have more freedom.
You
to
can
do
make
what you
jokes
want.
without the FCC shutting your ass down.
So
Now, thanks
little-
to Angel, we do have an update from the New York Post, and
I
Jimmy
found
Kimmel-
this while I was in the bathroom taking a dump.
Guancho,
Jimmy
take the
Kimmel
lead.
in talks with Disney execs to negotiate return of Late Show. Brought to us by Catherine Don Levy,
Thank you, Miss
published
Catherine.
today in the morning. All right, so Jimmy Kimmel and Disney are in talks to put his late night show back on the air, according to a report. The comedian's business and legal representatives are in deep discussions with Disney and ABC, trying to hammer out a compromise that would allow Jimmy Kimmel Live to resume its 23rd season, insiders told Vanity Fair. So, for the record, it wasn't even New York Post that broke this. Vanity Fair broke it, so whatever.
Whoops.
It's not your fault. It's just like, hey, no, this is where the source of it all came from. Whether the sparring parties are close to any resolution is unknown, leaving Kimmel and his show in limbo following offensive comments he made this week about the slaughter of Charlie Kirk. Guys, you got to remember, this is the New York Post. They're trying to inflame you on purpose, following offensive comments about the slaughter of Charlie Kirk.
They're using specific buzzwords.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy has never insulted Charlie Kirk even once.
Can we see the quote one more time that he fucking
scroll
said?
up here.
Yeah.
No, up.
Yeah, no.
I'm on fire.
Where is it? Come on.
It's
There it is.
right here.
Yeah, this is it. This is what's so offensive. We hit some new lows over the weekend with of the MAGA gang
Did he say
desperately
anything
trying
bad
to
about
characterize with this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
This is such a nothing burger with no condiments.
Yeah,
No.
but it's
It's a dry ass nothing burger,
It's
and the
be-
burger's still cold.
Yeah, it's because they don't want it to seem like it's someone from theirs. No, if something happened to one of their own, it has to be someone on the opposite side.
To be fair, though,
They
that's
don't believe
usually a mistake.
any violence can come from their side.
They're always
though.
quick to point fingers.
Normally, I mean, to be fair and to play the devil's advocate here, normally when somebody
Al Pacino would love you.
nobody gets killed for their politics, is usually somebody on the opposite side of the agenda. So it is a reasonable doubt, but this level of vitriol seems like it would be very directed to the assholes that are celebrating his death. Well, okay, that's because those people are facing consequences, but you're attacking the comedian who make jokes about something that is like 3 degrees separated from the actual murder itself. This feels like a very much shoot the messenger, not like you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know that scene on Gladiator when the messenger went to talk to the barbarians and came back with his head without his head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to put Jimmy on the horse
Ugh.
and send him to the barbarians.
And get this, folks. After the news broke that Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off the air, there has been a large exodus of people all over the United States who have canceled their subscription to Disney Plus and Hulu in protest against the FCC, against those companies, in support of Jimmy Kimmel.
That must be a lot of money.
How much money was it?
From what I've read, Disney has lost $3.8 billion.
That is a
In
lot of
stock
money.
valuation.
Now-
for Disney, that might be a drop in the bucket, but you take away enough drops, something's gotta dry out.
Exactly, and not just that, but also other late night comedians such as Jon Stewart, the host of The Daily Show, the aforementioned Seth Meyers, and Stephen Colbert have taken, and of course Bill Maher,
Bill Maher.
actually spoke out against what they did with Jimmy Kimmel. They're showing
they
their
better
support.
speak out. If they go after Jimmy, they can go after them too.
Oh, yeah, no. So much so that what's his face, the day after all this stuff happened, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, they went ahead on Wednesday night and they aired Thursday night, and they aired a special episode, like the government approved Daily Show, where everything was gaudy gold. Everyone was wearing a Donald Trump style blue suit, long stupid red tie fucking outfit, and Jon Stewart was with the most heartbreaking display of, God help me, I can feel the laser sight of the sniper rifle on my forehead. I must say good things about dear leader or I will be shot kind of shit. Delivery on the entire fucking ordeal. Suffice to say, it was fucking funny. We suggest you look it up on your own because, we can't air it because,
Copyright and
copyright.
such.
Yeah.
Also because we don't want the FCC to go after us too.
No, but
It's the fellas of the freaking FCC.
But yeah, this is obvious. Obviously, this is not looking good for the FCC.
Okay, so we've got...
And you know what? This actually goes against a tweet that Brendan Carr mentioned a couple months ago.
Remember, he's the FCC chairman.
He's the FCC chairman, and didn't he made a tweet about supporting free speech or something like that?
When was this?
This was.
I don't know about that one, but I do know about this one here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So
I'll find it, but go ahead.
yeah. So just so you guys can see how the head of the freaking FCC is dealing with all this, on this little headline from CNBC, FCC Chairman Carr says, "We're not done yet."
We ain't done yet,
After
Snake.
Jimmy Kimmel's suspension by NBC.
So literally, one name is checked off. There's more.
You'll
There's
never
a
stop at
giant
one.
list.
It's fucking ridiculous. He tells
And that's the scary thing.
and it's so prideful in himself over here. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr said Thursday that ABC late night host Jimmy Kimmel appeared to, quote, mislead the American public about facts regarding the conservative activist Charlie Kirk's killing in the days leading up to his show's suspension. Carr also told CNBC's Squawk on the Street that, quote, we're not done yet with changes in the media ecosystem that are consequences of President Donald Trump's election last fall.
So can I interject really quick? It is funny that people are going after
Comedians.
that people are going after everyone who is mocking him dying. However, when Melissa and her husband and
yes,
her dog got
State
killed,
you mean
Yeah,
you
It
mean
was radio silence.
you mean you mean State Representative Melissa Hortman,
Yes.
who was also died as a result of a political assassination.
yes, but the fact that people were mocking her dying and literally laughing, which actually didn't Charlie Kirk literally say that they should a patriot should
Go and
bail out the person
pay
who
the,
shot
for the
her?
bail money for the guy who shot her. Yeah,
but
sure.
they don't have any consequences to this.
Nope, because this was the big one. That one, but this one was
Yes,
big.
but someone still died,
Yeah,
and
Someone
they're
was still
mocking.
murdered.
So why is it
They
okay?
also killed their
Someone-
dog. They John Wicked them.
Several.
I know,
There
pretty
were
fucked up.
several lives lost in that case.
Yeah. So why is
When
it?
did that happen again?
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
2 months ago. Yeah.
Several months ago.
Man, it's been a pretty eventful year.
So
hasn't
it's just
Ugh.
it's interesting to see how literally they will only want to punish the people talking about someone on their side, but not someone who got killed on the other side.
it? Of course
They'll
not.
openly mock
Hypocrisy
the
is the
other
name of
side.
the game. You know
Juan,
this.
I just sent you pictures.
That's how politics work.
God.
All right.
That's why I hate
Now-
politics.
Now, it's funny that we're talking about this because I actually pulled up some old tweets from the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, and these are old tweets that are in support of free speech and, more importantly, in support of political satire.
Like, for example, here, Brendan Carr from FCC over here. Political satire is one of the oldest and most important forms of free speech. It challenges those in power while using humor to draw more people into the discussion. That's why people in influential positions have always targeted it for censorship. Should the government censor free speech it doesn't like? Of course not. Hang on, let me fix this over here. I'm just like giddy with like.
I'm just gonna do
humor
the
here.
exact opposite thing I said right now.
The
Do as I
FCC
say,
does
as I
not
do.
have a roving mandate to police speech in the name of, quote, the public interest.
This is what these are a series of tweets that were put out in 2022, I believe.
I actually wonder, are they
I
still
don't know,
there?
man. 3 years is a good place to shed away all your principles.
Guys,
And now-
are the tweets still there? I wonder.
I
don't
wonder. Let's we can look at that.
And now, fast forward 3 years later,
to nowish.
I want to thank Nexstar for doing the right thing. Local broadcasters have an obligation to serve the public interest. While this may be an unprecedented decision, it is important for broadcasters to push back on Disney programming that they determine falls short of community values. I hope the other broadcasters follow Nexstar's lead.
AKA public interest only for one side.
It's pretty simple. Censorship when it's convenient to me. Oppression when it's convenient to you. Listen, you don't have to like Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even like Jimmy Kimmel. He's a huge fucking hypocrite. In
I just
fact,
think
I
he's
don't
not that
really
funny.
know most of the
in
comedians. so-
2018, he made fun of somebody who got canceled for basically the same thing he did. And in 2024, you guys remember what's the name of that guy that worked for Fox News that got fired? What's his name?
Okay, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got fired for shit that they found on his messages. So it wasn't even something he said in public. It was stuff that
So
he
it's
said
private.
private. And Jimmy was perfectly fine with making fun of that guy. So he's basically getting screwed by a completely different reason. I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Oh no, you finish first.
No, it's a little longer than that, so please go ahead. Take your
Okay. I'm actually going to correct you on that. It
I'm
wasn't
listening.
just from the private messages on there. It's
Mhm.
the result of what those private messages were all about over here.
Mhm.
If anyone remembers, in 2024,
Take your time.
what's his face? what's their fucking name? Dominion Voting.
Yep.
The guy. Actually, no, it was around the 2020 elections. Dominion Voting, which are the guys who did build and manage and operate voting machines, sued Fox News
Mm-hmm.
because Tucker Carlson was very publicly
Mm-hmm.
on his show using trying to tell people, oh hey, by the way, Dominion, the company, were rigging all the machines against Donald Trump.
Yeah, that wasn't even a joke. That was just an accusation.
That was an accusation, and that was one that was done in public,
Mm-hmm.
and that is what Dominion Voting actually went and got in with Fox News and said, that is defamatory to our actual fucking business. We have the proof, we have the goods, we are going to take you to court. And on the actual same day they were actually supposed to begin the trial, because they couldn't settle anything, they couldn't do anything else. So after all the pre-trial shit was done, they actually reached a settlement where Fox News and Dominion said, okay, here's what's up. Here's the deal. If you don't want us to take this to court, you are going to pay us in damages. You are going to have a official retraction,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be the end of that. The damages they settled on was about $700 million.
Nice.
All right, so Dominion made a nice big bag. Fox News had since been basically forced to say, anytime they try to mention it, they've been forced to say, by the way, Dominion Voting had not rigged their machines in the 2020 election. And after that was done, as a result of Tucker Carlson's public statements and public accusations on his show, Fox News basically looked at him and said, motherfucker, you cost us almost $1 billion. You're fired.
Yeah, that one does
That
apply.
is what Jimmy Kimmel was laughing at and laughing about. Not actually from anything private, but because Tucker Carlson made a public accusation.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson got his company in trouble because of that public accusation. They were about to go to court. They settled for almost $1 billion, and so Tucker Carlson was given the boot.
Cool.
As a result,
That one does not apply. What does apply is what happened to Rosenbar in 2018, though, who was fired because she made a tweet when she insulted a political figure by comparing them to one of the apes from Planet of the Apes. Pretty offensive, but you would think that wouldn't be enough to fire somebody. She got fired from that, and Jimmy Fallon went out of his way to not only say that he was happy that she was gone, he used the same speech about freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences that we've been seeing so many times around it. So, in a cruel twist of fate, he's been caught by the same thing that he once championed, except this time it's from a crueler source, because it wasn't a personal opinion, it was governmental censorship. The point I'm trying to get to here is, I don't care for Jimmy Fallon as a person,
Jimmy Kimmel.
but I don't believe that he deserved to be fired for this.
And that's fine. And dude,
like you
that's cool, man.
And like you mentioned in the same statement there, Roseanne Barr, she got canned from
her own
Roseanne,
corp?
and they got canned from her own company after public outcry.
It was ABC again, by the way.
Yeah, go fucking figure.
ABC always be caving.
Every time, damn.
Yeah, they either cave to public outcry or they cave to government pressure. Either
But
way,
this is gov pressure all the same, and all the same is bad, because the government shouldn't be telling you how to run your shows. Obviously, there is a line of decency, okay? I'm not going to allow you to show Snuff, the movie, kind of thing.
Right.
But the point is, if you got a comedian, you don't have to find them funny. They should still be allowed to say what they want to say.
You can like switch to a different channel.
Yeah, listen, if the man is going to
Go
get
to
shut
the
down, it's
internet?
because he's doing a bad job, not because Big Daddy government decides that they want to press that boot a little harder on your neck.
And,
Yeah, seriously,
and they hurt dear leaders' fifis.
Yeah, seriously, if
Don't
the
be
dear
mean.
leader is offended by the comedians, just move on. Switch the channel over to something else.
He
Watch
can't.
some watch some late night programming where there's a priest who talks about the will of God and all that or
Bro,
something.
why are you worried about this? You're the president. You're rich.
He's also an 80-year-old in a diaper.
Who cares?
and
You're
dementia.
rich. You could have a solid gold diaper.
He's literally like rotting
I
from the
wouldn't put
inside
that past
out.
him.
Imagine if he had like a wheelchair to similar to Major Zero where he has to pee and shit in it.
Oh my God! Don't do that, please.
I mean,
I don't want that in my head.
We don't know
Stop.
what lies
You
behind the
take that
desk
back.
of the White House office.
Anyways,
Oh.
before we move on, let's get to the chat.
Next, you're gonna
Let's
say
actually
that there's
catch
gonna be a
up with everybody.
mobile toilet seat for him.
Actually, no, I wouldn't be surprised over here.
We already went through all this. You're going too far.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, yeah.
dude,
Okay,
scroll
Poopy
down.
Pants Palpatine will never learn to take a joke. Oh, I just watched the movie Bad President on Apple TV. Bravo, Ulysses. Sarah, watch when we have a new president. ABC, CBS, and Disney will be begging for Kimmel and Colbert to come back.
You know what the funny thing is, though? You guys remember Idiocracy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember the president played by Terry Crews?
Yes.
Despite being played as an idiot, he was surprisingly reasonable when you actually watch the show.
Yeah.
He listened to the people when they spoke to him. He actually considered their opinions, and he helped them. He cooperated with them with looking for a solution at the climax of the movie. Like, you expect him to be a complete moron who doesn't listen to anybody, but the president of Idiocracy is surprisingly reasonable compared to the president we have right now.
God almighty. He was crazy.
Despite the fact that he's played by Terry Crews,
Crews
wearing the American flag and swinging a machine gun around like a child's toy.
Like an M16 and
America!
Now, Kyle Canada said, it's a shame George Carlin passed away.
Yeah.
The man wouldn't stand for any of this and would say, fuck the government. I'm going to say what they don't want me to say.
Good.
Let's see here.
We need more people willing to tell the government to fuck off.
Kimmel was just the first to go.
Colbert was the first.
Technically,
Kimmel's the
Colbert was the first and Kimmel was the second.
Mind you, it depends on what we get out of his talk with Disney. Because if he somehow manages to get through this, then that means that we managed to stop the problem in its tracks.
Honestly, I don't care how he comes from that. It's not how you handle the differences. I'm just saying, says Jeannie Rick.
Okay, let's see.
Welcome
Carr has been seen photographed butting up to Trump before he was head of the FCC.
No surprises there.
No surprise. Hell, even G. Dubs had an impersonator invited to the White House during his second term. The Count of Monte Cristo's is paper mache thin.
Yep.
Oh my God. Up here in Canada, we had the Royal Canadian Air Force,
sweet,
basically
Canadian.
SNL for political comedy. Lasted for decades and had actual political figures on the joke. It was 100% full free speech. Yeah, I heard pissing their baguettes. Ew. God dang it. Let's see. One of my favorite viral videos of Biden was somebody editing in an ice cream truck for the random time Biden walked away from the podium. like I remember that. George W. was so goofy. South Park creators created a pilot for a sitcom centered around him. That's my Bush.
Yeah, no, seriously, there was a sitcom around George Bush.
It's
See,
amazing
the
how
problem is
likable you can
9/11
become
happened
when
to
you're
be-
willing to take a joke.
The problem is 9/11 immediately happened after
Yeah,
that, so that
okay.
killed it.
Fair.
So let's see. Comedy
That
Central's going to have a higher ratings now.
9/11 didn't happen. Imagine how far the series would go.
What a
Most
time
people
would that
who
be?
watch late night talk shows tend to be in the age range that still have cable and don't use the internet.
Yeah, instead we had a different comedy when we went to the Middle East and blew up half of the country for no reason.
I know.
It's still a smoking crater there.
Me and my family have antenna
We
cable
need
and
to
no
laugh
internet.
almost
I
like
get
that.
you there, Sarah. or at least religiously. I literally use mobile data for fucking YouTube. Let's see. Ben Cruz is in the chat. How's it going, Ben Cruz?
Hey,
By the
buddy.
way, after all this happening, I was wondering why The View is not talking about this. I believe Money Talk and keeping their mouth shut, or else the show would be canceled too.
It is likely that they're going to be making a show of a protest, but nobody's going to make any direct accusations until...
Oh, this is directed at you, Juan, from
Juan, I
Canada.
sent you an interesting analysis on this FCC business for you to
Well,
check
thank you.
later if you think it's relevant. Thank you for that, Kyle.
This is a threat to our democracy.
So, you know how
Thank
when
you,
people,
Ulysses.
they make fun of political figures?
They have to.
You know Jib Jab?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jab.
you remember when they used to make the really fun songs
Yep.
about the two presidential candidates.
Yeah, they
And
used
they
to
would
shit
just
on both
poke
candidates.
You remember
One
the
and
"This land
the
is your land, this land is my land"
Yeah,
parody?
it was funny as shit.
Yes.
Those things were hysterical. They literally threw shit on
And they
both
were harmless
people.
too.
Yeah, and we're all like, okay, actually, now I want to actually look at these presidential candidates
Do you
and
know
see
how many people
what
like
sticks.
Charlie Kirk? Because the man was willing to take a joke. That's it.
Thank
Seriously.
you.
The man, even if you disagreed 100% with him, he was not a hard ass. He didn't have a stick up his butt. And if you laughed at him, he'd be like, okay, damn, that was funny.
Like he had a sense of humor.
You don't have
He
to
had a
be
sense of humor, just no irony on him.
Exactly. Like the point is, if a person is willing to listen, even if you dislike a person, I think that there was another politician who had a talk with Charlie Kirk, and his own words were, "Everybody's a monster until you talk to them." Well, how you react to people making fun of you, that's a good point of how you react as a person. Even if you're not a person that I would agree with in any way, shape, or form, I can at least tell that there's some principle in you, that you have the sense of humor to admit, hey, shit, that joke was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. It's like fucking Jax from Digital Circus.
Like, you
He
like
can't stand being the butt of the joke.
fucking
I had a key dynamic.
the
funny one.
there's even it's not legend, it's fact. Fucking Ronald Reagan, by the way, he ruined everything.
Yes.
Even he knew how to take a fucking joke. When Back to the Future came out, he got to have a private screening of it in the White House.
Awesome.
The actual film screening and everything. When they got to the scene where Marty is talking to Doc Brown, and I was like, oh yeah, well, who's the president in 1985, future boy? Well, Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, the actor? And who's vice president? Jerry Lewis.
I suppose Jane Wyman is the first lady, and Jack Benny is the secretary of the Treasury.
I guarantee you that Ronald Reagan would have loved the Futurama episodes about
Yeah, Ronald Reagan actually, when he heard that, like, he's like, wait, stop! Rewind the film! Please play that one more time. Ronald Reagan, and he apparently bust a gut.
Yeah.
Apparently he was like laughing his dick off at that, like, go fucking figure. Yeah, who'd have fucking thought a cowboy actor is president? Ah, that's fucking good. That's a fucking good one. Well done. It wasn't even a political thing. It's like, who'd have fucking thought?
Even if you're not a good person, learning to laugh at yourself makes you slightly more likable. That's why people like villains who can take a joke in movies, because they make them slightly more affable. It makes the person approachable. It means that you can be a little more lighthearted with them and not be afraid to end up on a wall looking at a firing squad. Guys, I don't want this country to turn into North Korea. Please don't turn this fucking place into North Korea. It's still nice.
This motherfucker's trying. He's pushing for it.
I don't want a picture of the great leader on my wall. I
don't want
barely have any walls left.
I don't want fake fruit around my grocery store.
I don't
Me
want to
neither.
get honey-dicked.
Dude, I'm gonna have to keep fireworks in my freaking rotation now. I hope you're
Point
proud
at
of
the end
yourselves.
is, this is a genuine, stupid overreaction. In a rational world, people would be like, okay, he made a joke, let's move on. Or at worst, they'd be like, that joke wasn't funny, let's move on. Can we reached the point that so many people are screaming about this event, it's beginning to overshadow the murder that happened a week ago. Think about that.
Yeah, did we say? Yeah, or like the murder week, or the shit that happened with those kids that were murdered in that
On
one-
the same
That
day.
no one
On the
Or
same
that
day that
Ukrainian
nobody
no one's
talks
talking
about.
Or that Ukrainian lady that got stabbed to death by a nuclear in a
Like,
train.
yeah,
Yep.
like 2 or 3 days before that.
By the way,
Right?
just a moment ago, we had a reporting news that a rapper was found dating a minor who he may have most likely killed.
Oh my God! Which one was
ma-
that?
he was making the music for the next Spider-Man
Which-
movie. His name is David. Replace the I with a 4.
Oh, that one. Oh God, I saw.
There are
Yeah, and
some
what was it that they
bad
found
news
a
about this.
body in his trunk?
They found the body in one of his discarded cars, and there's videos of him washing her shoes. And then people started looking at the lyrics for his music. And then there was an animated music video that he made from one of his videos that actively shows her dead. Man, can you imagine, bro? You know that thing
That's
where
a-
rappers
you know-
sometimes just tell you their crimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would, also the fact that there was an entire
They make
Discord
songs about it.
that knew that he was dating this girl when she was like 13, and no one said anything. Everybody in that Discord needs to go to jail now.
Dude,
You know,
that's like that's R. Kelly 2.0.
That's horrible.
should
No,
be-
that's worse than R. Kelly.
Why are we talking about a comedian
you-
making a stupid joke when
And
this
not
should
even
be
a-
what everybody should be yelling
Like,
about?
seriously, if it wasn't for this, because Donald Trump doesn't know how to take a fucking joke, doesn't know how to make, how to see light of himself, no,
I know,
fucking
it's like
hell.
marbles all over the place.
We, like, that is an actual thing. No, Jose, this isn't just like R. Kelly. This would be if R. Kelly had also been, what's this fucking name? Ted Bundy.
Yep.
All right? Ted Bundy plus R. Kelly equals David.
Guys, the Boondocks was supposed to be a parody. Guys, it
This
was
is a
parody.
nuclear moment
Please,
if ever there was
stop,
one.
Stop it.
Oh, and
Get some
speaking of Trump, yes, you know what? Oh God,
No,
let's,
because go fucking figure. This is exactly why we know for a fact, like, he's basically gloating at what he fucking
I'll take the
got
lead
done
from
over
this one
here. So yeah, from Variety.
In an article provided by Variety.com, the headline reads, and is posted on September 17th, Trump celebrates ABC pulling Jimmy Kimmel. Quote, great news for America, and congratulations for finally having the courage.
The courage of knowing what I will do to you if you keep making fun of me.
Hang on, scroll up.
The words of a bully.
So, President Trump applauded ABC's decision to pull new episodes of Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely after the host made comments about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk that were deemed insensitive. And here's the actual quote from the Prez. Great news for America. The ratings challenged Jimmy Kimmel's show is canceled. Trump wrote on social media Wednesday. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel has zero talent and worse ratings than even Colbert, if that's possible.
Okay.
That leaves Jimmy and
Okay,
Seth.
just because it's true, you don't have to say it, man.
That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers on fake news NBC. Their ratings are also horrible. Do it, NBC. President DJT.
Oh, wait a minute. So those other two people.
That
Jimmy-
would
Are
be
they next?
Jimmy. Like,
Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers.
That's-
Okay, so they're next.
He's
Yeah,
literally
they're
saying
next on the list.
that leaves Jimmy and Seth.
You know, the funny thing is, if somehow Jimmy manages to walk this deal back with Disney, it will just make everybody make fun of him even harder because they know they can get away with it.
Everything else is just
Yeah, and the rest of that is just
recap.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff we
Oh,
already-
by the way, it just so happens that the whole thing, starting with the FCC chairman threatening ABC and threatening these network affiliates, Nexstar is in the middle of a merger with another smaller company, and that merger's valued around $6.2 billion. And so that's so that's the fucking, oh, we could do this the easy way or the hard way.
AKA, we cost you billions of dollars.
Yeah, like you either do as we say or we don't approve your merger.
It's just business. Lord business.
God.
You know how you heard of business? You go for the wallet, and this is... Man, listen, being an asshole is already bad enough, but do you have to be such a bore to...
Like,
Come on,
like,
bro.
what is wrong with having
Take
a
a joke,
laugh?
man.
Take a chill pill.
You're the
take a fucking-
president. You're most likely gonna get like 4 more years of this shit. Just sit back on your chair and enjoy yourself.
If he's lucky, he'll have like 3 more years remaining.
Then retire and be rich forever.
Ugh.
Man, maybe it's because I don't have that much money, but I never understand the idea of I just want more forever. Because if I had enough money to live comfortable for the rest of my life, none of you would ever see me again.
We wouldn't.
Wow.
It's okay. I would send you a postcard.
You wouldn't tell us that you become a billionaire, but there would be signs.
There will be signs. Cut to me like dressed like Golden Homer Simpson, covered in gems.
Shit, at least hook me up with a house.
Angel, that latex body paint covers up the pores in your body. You're gonna overheat in that.
It's okay. I'll afford a new skin.
All right, before we move on, let's get back to the
So
threat
refreshing.
to the chat here.
Yeah.
Sarah Serenity saying, "I need a hug." Let's all give her air hugs.
Air
Hug,
hugs,
hug.
maybe a butt squeeze. I don't know. I said maybe a butt squeeze. I don't know.
We are the FCC. We're here to censor you for that. You're going to jail.
Oh yeah,
God.
FCC. How can you censor me on doing something that doesn't happen?
He's hypothetically sexually harassing this woman. He's going to hypothetical jail.
She's a personal friend, and we have our own particular.
You
love
wake up
language.
and your face may or may not hit the hypothetical bars every morning.
All
Just
right.
bam! Ah,
Ulysses
shit!
Fartknocker said Reagan even took a joke about his own attempt on his life. When a balloon popped at a rally he was at, he simply said, "Missed me." Didn't even flinch when it happened.
Like, and you gotta remember the fucking nutball who tried to assassinate fucking Ronald Reagan did that because he thought that it would make Jodie Foster fall in love with him. That's crazy dumb shit.
To be fair though, if somebody tried to kill me for that stupid reason, I would go to jail personally just to laugh at them.
It's like,
Yeah.
Hey,
you never get this, you never get this. and
still
wave
your
a photo.
president. Slap my ass and walk away.
Like, fucking seriously. Leading tower of tyranny needs to fall already.
Please.
Seriously. I love you all. We love you too, Sarah Serenity. MAGA said they like the idea of a businessman running the country.
Yeah, except if it was a legit
Can it
businessman
be like
who
a good
actually knew
businessman?
how to run his business.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, but
What's
how
the
many
logic
times has he
behind imposing
bankrupted
terror?
everything?
You know what?
A lot.
I'll tell you what. Remember that words from Lex Luthor in the Justice League episode, President? Do you have any idea how much I have to give up to be a president? That's right, baby. I blew $50 million on a political campaign to piss Superman off. The point is, a good businessman wouldn't want to be a president.
Yeah, but again, how many companies has he bankrupt?
But the thing is, you
Eh,
can't run
enough.
a country like
All of his businesses.
We'll get back to you on the number later.
He bankrupted a
I'll
fucking
fill out the
casino.
list.
How do you bankrupt a casino?
Very easily if you know what you're doing, but I get your point.
That's the point.
But guys,
Those casinos are supposed to be cash
guys,
cows.
What's
the
up,
thing
Dragon Fang?
is, you can't run the country like a business. They're two separate things.
There's too many people.
You gotta run it
Yeah.
as a country.
There's
Yeah,
too many
it's a country.
employees.
A country
Keep track
is
of.
a conglomeration of different peoples in different groups working together and having a society.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
A
we're not
business
an
is people working together to make money. There's a difference, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're not his
If I was
employees.
getting paid to live in this country, then it would be a business.
Mhm.
Then you know
Exactly.
what? Yes, Lord Trump, tell
Wait,
me what to do so I can avoid
So
it.
if he's running this as a business, where's my paycheck?
Where's my overtime?
Where's my
Where's
paycheck?
more paycheck, bitch?
How many vacations and
bankrupting
PTO days
us.
do I get? No,
None.
None?
no, for real. I could use a few.
None? No?
God damn it.
We
But-
don't get to live
You
in
want
the
to
sun?
use some of my my over 100 hours of PTO.
Ah, I hate
alright.
you. How could you have that?
But
I
there we
had
have it.
250
Like
before.
I also shared a Forbes article for you guys, which which also kind of brings up another fact over here. It turns out Jimmy Kimmel's rating over the years, he ended up becoming #1 with young adults. There was a study on here that while his ratings had been falling bit by bit over the year, it started January at 1.95 million.
Yeah, now it's currently at
Viewers?
1.1, so he's lost about half of the viewers. But I figure it has to do with the fact that he's like one of the youngest talk hosts that we have in the business right now. Everybody else is like in their 50s or so. How old is this guy?
Jimmy Kimmel's age. Yeah, he's like 49, 50 something.
Yeah, he's relatively young by the usual age of people that are in the business. So it makes sense that he will be able to connect to a younger demographic. He feels more fresh, like a washed head of lettuce
Yeah.
with a beard.
Yeah, and a nice round fluffy face like me.
Eh,
What is? He's 57.
Huh. Color me surprised.
Yeah. Let me see
Same.
here. Jimmy Fallon, on the other hand, let me see.
Actually, you know
is-
what? Speaking of talk show hosts, while Juan is doing that research, I
51.
would like to offer a humorous, humorous deviation. Our boy Conan, not quite a barbarian.
Conan O'Brien?
Yeah, he brought.
Yay! Glory unto King Coco!
He brought back his famous and hilarious show, The Clueless Gamer, where he plays video games and he complains about them. Because they made a promotion between him and Borderlands 4. Fuck you, Randy. The game crashed.
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh.
heard things about Borderlands 4 that
Oh,
literally
Oh my god!
it's almost unplayable because
the
it
game
keeps
has
crashing.
such ridiculous
Why do you call
requirements for your machine.
Well, no, even if you have like the best gaming
It will
computer,
chug
it
and
literally blue
die.
screens.
Yeah, Conan
my
is looking at
God.
this at the camera in just disbelief, going, "I'm getting paid for this. I haven't been able to use the controller in like 10 minutes," which is a shame because the actual gameplay of the game, I've been told,
Yeah.
is the best so far in the series. Even the story apparently is even better than the writing.
Too bad you
slop that
can't
was
play
free.
it, really.
Too bad that if I put that on my computer, I will die from a terrorist attack because it will explode my house.
yeah, we don't
Your
want that.
computer would
No,
say,
You just got the
no.
house.
Your
buddy.
computer would say, "Lol, no."
You know what the
No,
ironic thing
your
is,
computer
though?
would say, "No,
And they
what the-
say that
you don't
consoles are
get
fine.
to play it."
Consoles are. I don't know about the consoles, but PC just is not handling this shit.
No.
You know,
Glory
the
unto
sad thing
PC
is,
Master
we
Race.
finally got a Latino protagonist in those games. One of the main characters, his name is Rafa. He was born in a planet with low gravity, so his body is weak. So he signed up with the Maliwan Corporation so they could give him a power suit. Here's the problem. The corporations in the world of Borderlands are basically characters of their own. And they are very exaggerated. For example, Torque, they like explosions. So
Yeah.
all their guns look like they're made from car parts. Like their legendary pistols have like tiny V engines with cannons coming out.
Okay.
You know what Maliwan's deal is?
What?
Eh.
Savings. We save money no matter what happens. We save you so much money that our guns have a chance to refund you your fucking clip if you get enough critical hits. We will refund you everything.
Oh.
Savings, savings, savings. Rafa, you're too good of a soldier. Is that a problem, sir? You're better off death with that suit puppeteer in your corpse. So Rafa basically kills his superior by blowing up half of his body. His last words are 50% off.
Oh my god.
And he basically runs off into the Borderlands going,
I got one question for you.
explosions! He runs off into the Borderlands with a power suit on that he stripped down to basically an exoskeleton, and his entire deal is, one day this thing is going to overload and kill me. Until that happens, I'm gonna have some fun.
All right. Now, there's honestly no easier way to segue over to the next
Oh yeah,
story.
bad news. Speaking of things
unfortunately.
dying, that shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right. This one is going to be a kick to the gut. Here we go.
So,
Juan, take this one.
Actually, Angel, how much do you know about the Game Chasers?
A little. They are not one of the main channels I frequent, but they have chanced up on my feed every now and then.
Unfortunately, one of the folks in the Game Chasers team has shuffled off this mortal coil.
Well, that is unfortunate indeed.
Fuck cancer.
In an article provided by
Yeah.
Dexerto, the headline reads, "The Game Chasers YouTuber Billy Hudson dies from cancer at age
Wait.
44.
44?
So young.
Yes.
Hey, Juan, how old are you?
38.
I know. He's not that far away from us.
Good lord.
People die all the time, but it's always painful
Fuck
when you
cancer.
see them go
Fuck cancer.
early before the time. So yeah, unfortunately,
what website? Oh, it is mobile friendly. Never mind.
Yeah.
okay, go
By
ahead.
Dylan Horetsky, published yesterday, September 19th. Billy Hudson, best known as one of the faces behind retro gaming YouTube channel The Game Chasers, has died from cancer at 44 years old. Hudson co-founded The Game Chasers, a YouTube channel dedicated to retro game hunting, collecting, and documenting gaming culture.
Gamers.
The series gained a dedicated following for its mix of humor, nostalgia, and camaraderie between Hudson and Jay. The news was shared by his longtime and fellow creator, Jay, who posted on social media that Hudson lost his fight with cancer on Thursday, September 18th. The creator asked for privacy as both Hudson's family and their YouTube community grieve. It's with a heavy heart and tear-filled eyes, that I have to make this post, he says. This afternoon, Billy lost his fight with cancer. A video is being made this weekend with more details. Please don't ask for additional information. Also, keep in mind that this just happened, and the family, YouTube family included, is in a grieving process. Let's see. I know there's a lot of questions. Please let us have a moment and not slam people where's friends his questions with questions. Me included. We are getting a ton of messages, calls, texts, and it's overwhelming. Billy loves each and every one of you and appreciates the love and support you've given him. Post a pic you might have with him. Change your profile pic. Share a memory down below. Thank you for understanding. Signed, Jay. Man,
I mean,
Seriously, fuck cancer.
it's one of the good, the good people die young. God damn it. I know there's a lot of questions. Support you giving him. Yep. Hudson's death came just weeks after he was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
No.
Whew.
Oh, just in August.
Yeah, unfortunately,
just last
this
month.
is one of the things that just comes out of nowhere. You never know it's there until it hits you, and by the time it
And
does,
brain tumors are very,
it's
Very
too.
aggressive.
Usually, it's too late by the time they even find the damn thing.
If you
so.
find one in the
Yeah.
head, then you're
Very
better off
aggressive.
dead.
Alas, he was, and we would like to take a moment to send our sincerest condolences to his friends and family. Though we may not know him personally, it's always good to know that there's people that are continuing their love for gaming in their later years, and it is truly a shame that he was taken from us too soon. We are truly sorry for his loss.
I think a moment of silence is appropriate.
I
at this
agree.
time.
Folks, we would like to give a moment of silence for
Billy
Billy
Hudson.
Hudson.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. May you game in a better place, my man.
He
All right.
is at the arcade in the sky now. God damn.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he's playing an endless library of games up there.
Making more videos.
He is off in the great at the GameStop in the sky.
All right,
Don't
Where
be silly.
the-
GameStop is not going to heaven.
Yeah, good point.
Blockbuster did.
Blockbuster did.
It's not dead yet. There's still one left.
Just
Look,
one.
I
In
was
Alaska.
just showing them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Road
There's
trip?
one left in Alaska.
No, I knew.
Road
I didn't know
trip.
where.
Road trip.
Road trip.
You feel like driving 38 hours?
You feel like driving
Do
all
it.
the way across the country and then up the continent
You
In Alaska?
mean into Canada?
through Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Actually, no. You know what?
And then
We.
back into the United
I
States.
I
and
would rather
Alaska.
just take a red-eye flight and just fly up there.
You want to fly to Canada? You want to
Yeah.
fly up to Hawaii?
I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
visiting sometime.
Yeah.
My,
All
my
right.
little
You
brother's
can still
girlfriend
buy
lives
some
there.
real
She can
estate
give
while
me
you're
a
there,
ride.
Jose.
Ah,
What real
you
estate?
go.
There's nothing but snow and moose.
Jose wants to live there. He wants to live among
Angel?
the
Want to be
You
a
want to
lumberjack?
live up there?
Bro, there are castles over in Vancouver.
I wouldn't mind taking over one of those. Have a little moat.
You take over?
Bitch,
Yeah.
that's Jose's
No,
retirement.
you'll have to get in line, bitch.
I know. I'm going to seize you.
A dragon.
No,
needs
you
a
won't.
castle.
I'm gonna show. No,
You
no,
know
no.
what,
I,
Angel will do?
Jose,
I gotta make a
Jose,
heraldry
a
and everything.
dragon needs her castle. I
No.
take.
I guess we're fighting for this castle then. I'm gonna have to give me an armor and a horse.
Okay, so
and a
Royal
banner
Combat,
and a
go.
heraldry and a shield. Oh, I need a coat of arms. Everybody should have a coat of arms.
So I'm gonna get a tank and just blow you up.
No.
Nice try, but it's
Um,
Canada. They
I'm
can
sorry,
afford
guys.
guns.
Guys, guess what we have?
Why?
What?
Motherfucking railgun. Try
Yeah.
us.
All right, let's
Okay,
go
like,
to the
here's-
live chat
wait,
before we
Yeah,
continue.
I was gonna say, like, Jose, you could ask me to help you defend your castle.
Well,
you
with
can-
what? What are you gonna do?
Well,
a fucking
Juan,
railgun.
Juan is getting into politics, so he's going to be your political advisor. He's going to give you notifications on how to run the realm and
Okay.
manage your resources properly.
Number one, you need to you need a challenger of your choosing or challenge on your own to take Angel on in single combat.
I found a jester. I think I'm doing pretty well in my whole kingdom building thing.
Well, you know what? She's got that look in her eye. She's looking to draw blood, so I pick Dragon Fang.
Cool. I picked
Dragon
Sienna
Bang.
Rose to be my champion.
Dragon Fang, you've just been conscripted as Jose's champion of his realm.
I picked Sienna Rose. I
Oh,
want to
I
be.
will take it over myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think we can
Again, I
compromise.
have a
I'll let you keep
railgun.
the.
I
I'll
know.
let you keep
that's
the
why I'm
dragon.
picking you. I need you to betray me at the last possible moment so I can be dramatically shocked.
Okay,
You know, after
I'll
you kill
do
your
that.
sister.
I'll totally do that.
Okay, but you gotta do this properly. You gotta kill her first, then you betray me.
Fake your death.
This
I
is why
come
you
back
poison
stronger.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Angel.
No.
Yes,
Dragon
sir.
Fake
Fang,
your
Zayana.
death. No, wait. Fake your death, so then I can dramatically shoot him. He can die, and then we both have the castle.
Hey, Zayana, Dragon Fang, Angel. Would you guys like me to show you a separate castle that's not Jose's that you guys can fight over? That way,
Can we burn down his?
I could be convinced to
No.
look at a different way,
Ow! The fuck,
but I want a
Dragon Fang.
moat. I better have a moat.
a moat
And
is
it-
doable.
Yeah, I can do a moat.
There you go, Jose. Congratulations, you solved your problem.
No.
That'll be half your kingdom.
No,
Thank you.
we're going into civil war now.
Guys,
because
let's
now
go over
my
to-
Now y'all
castle
are
is-
civil warring between
I'm going to
yourselves
slowly
for your own
encroach into
separate.
Hey,
his
I didn't do
territory.
anything.
We are throne gaming over here,
And I'm going
okay?
to increase
All
your
right.
taxes by 50%.
All right.
Even
Let,
a throne.
everybody, please.
Damn,
let's
he's
get
only
to the
4
chat
years
here.
older. Yeah.
Yep. Cancer.
Cancer sucks.
Cancer does suck.
It's Canada, not
It's not
Catan.
even
Right, Settlers of Catan. Ha, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Let me see. Kyle Maga said there. Oh yeah, we already said that.
All right. There hasn't been
Several
much in this.
casinos. I have no joke for how bad that is.
Yep.
Ben Cruz, I'm playing it on PC now and it's working fine.
Bullshit.
What?
You're
playing
you
Borderlands
must be chugging along then.
By the way,
Like, do you have like
That must be a very strong PC.
do you have like Freon running as a coolant for your
that
like
shit's
GPU?
fueled by the souls of the dead.
Do you have one of the fancy ones, which it's like, you can see the water working and everything?
Like the liquid,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
not just water liquid cooling, but liquid cooling with Freon, actual like
By the way-
industrial liquid nitrogen shit.
Before we go into the gaming section, which is good time.
I'm
to
happy.
Put some
I'm
good
happy
news
about the
in
one
it.
thing I
Let's
saw.
get to that in a second. I would like to praise the Borderlands
Temper your
series for one
excitement.
thing. They have this very Naked Gun-esque approach to giving things personality, and the different companies that sell you guns have their different shticks and, the reason why they sell you. Like Mali one is about savings. They can refund you bullets. Children of the Bolt have guns that don't have an ammo counter, but if you pull the trigger for too long, they overheat and they break, so you gotta manage it. Torque is explosions. And they in the third game, they modify their guns to look like they have car parts on them and racing stripes and checker like patterns. So they have some testosterone in them. Everything is explosions, especially because they introduced the radioactive element now. Enemies take damage over time and they explode if you kill them. Pretty sweet. That being said, though, while I do love Torque in my heart of hearts, Jacobs is my favorite because Jacobs is the one that decides to go old school. Jacobs doesn't have any fancy elemental effects. Their whole thing is critical damage. And if you land a critical hit, it ricochets the bullet into the head of another bad guy. All of their,
So two for the price of one.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
Their-
I like that.
Their motto is literally one bullet, one kill. And all their guns look like old school guns. 6-shooters, Winchesters, and sniper rifles. Recently they added shotguns because the current boss of the company is nearsighted. He can't see in one eye. So he's like, well, I can't follow the family tradition like this. I'm gonna make shotguns. You know how traditional they are?
How?
They are the only company in this space future that still uses gunpowder and wooden grips for their guns.
Oh, that is nice.
They specifically set up their company in a forest planet so they could get the sandalwood from there personally.
Like the sandalwood that they would
Okay.
put in on the pistol grip.
Yes.
Right on.
They are not even like gaudy with the decorations. It's just a nice, simple, like some silver and gold accents. It's cool and it's to the point, and I love them because they are broken as shit. And according to Borderlands 4, they're even more broken because now the guns, to make the race to the finish a little easier, legendary drops don't drop as often. They lower it down. It's harder to find rare guns, but to make up for that, they have attachments. So now you can have a shotgun that when it shoots a bullet and it hits an enemy, it splits into grenades. And those grenades can have like 3 different elemental effects if you can find the right attachments. So you can potentially shoot one bullet and turn the entire field into a round of explosion.
Oh my god, that's like freaking Jan doing Guardians of the
That's
Galaxy with the
almost-
freaking magic
Yeah.
bullet.
That
the
almost
magic
sounds
arrow.
like a cheat.
And when you combine it
That
with
sounds
one of
like
your
my
characters... Oh, one of the characters, one of the playable characters is a Tron. She's a member of the Tron family, and she specializes in elemental bombing. So she uses frost and radiation. So she can shoot this slow-moving nuke that irradiates everything in the area while you're shooting your guns. So you're just blowing everything up, and at the end of your, like, when you're reloading, just Oppenheimer happens 5 feet away from you.
Is a man,
It's
what
just-
has he come?
This game is broken as shit in the best way possible.
And speaking of gamings, let's go ahead and segue over to the gaming news that you've brought first.
It's
like-
gamer
Oh,
time.
Ben Chris saying I have a 4060 in air cooling.
That
Shit,
explains it.
That's
That's
pretty
not
cool.
bad.
Yeah, see, mine
All right.
doesn't get to that point. I gotta put an AC unit next to my PC if I wanna play this fucking game. Okay.
All right,
thanks.
Angel.
Not this. Let's begin with the bad news first.
This one?
Bad news first, people.
What have you got for us?
So a week ago, we found out that Sony was going to increase the price of the consoles because fuck pants.
Yeah. Fuck pants were Sony. Don't forget, folks.
Well, my name is Microsoft.
Oh
Fuck
my
shirts.
gosh.
Fuck shirts, said Microsoft, not
Really?
happy
Still
with
has a
making all
shirt
the
on.
bad news.
How dare you reject our brand symmetry?
It wasn't me, it was Microsoft.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take the whole bit of the shirts off, too.
I
No.
thought you were gonna take both shirts off.
No, I like Berserk too much.
Wow.
Now click that article. It's time to make people
Oh,
sad.
happily. Give me a second.
We are Microsoft. Fuck shirts.
So, in this article from Video Games Chronicle, VGC News, headline reads, Microsoft is raising Xbox console prices in the U.S. again, 5 months after its last price increase.
Wait. Read that last thing again.
5
Like-
months after
After
the
its
last
last
price
price
increase.
5
Another
fucking months.
5 meses.
5
Another
months.
Another
price
one.
hike.
Another one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who told?
Uh,
Why did someone let Thor say another again?
yeah.
Another!
I said another. We don't want another.
See, now all we gotta do is wait for Nintendo to like double the price of their games or some shit. Now you're gonna pay
Okay.
160 for Mario.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
Here's the thing.
People aren't made of money.
If they keep doing this stick measuring contest, saying, "Oh yeah, look, mine is more. I get more money." How many times is that going to increase until people can no longer afford it
Let's
completely?
find out. That's literally what they're doing. They're going to they're gonna push it until the red line and then push it a little more.
And then
it
they're
comes to us
going
by
to lose
Chris
all their customers.
Scullion, and it came out yesterday, September 19th.
The
Hey,
company
it's a
announced
fridge.
back in May that it has increased the prices of the console globally, increasing the price of the Xbox Series X and the S consoles in the US by $180 goddamn dollars.
I'm sorry,
respectively.
motherfucking what? How much are they
Good question.
Oh my
Huh?
god.
Let's find out. Let's do a little
Wait,
research.
I think you shared a thing here?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so Xbox Series S,
From
half a
$379 is
terabyte.
going to $399. For $429 to $449, to $549 to $599, from $599 to $649, all that multiplayer on the bullshit, and from $729 for the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition to
To $799.
$799.
Okay, well, that's
Holy
a special
shit.
edition, though. Okay,
It looks like I'm reading fucking deductibles from a medical plan.
really quick.
we are Xbox.
how
pants.
how much is the PlayStation 5 Pro?
Like $699, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is even more expensive.
So
than the
so
PlayStation
it's
Plan.
so the Xbox Series X isn't even a Pro,
How much-
and
how much is
it's
the one that
on
I'm
par
getting?
Look it up.
with a Pro.
I'm pretty sure you barely clicked the 600 on that thing, didn't you?
Hold on, let
The
me-
company announced that this would include.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing that.
Mine is the one that I pre-ordered.
Well,
my
that's
It's
PS
again, that is a
$5.99.
special
Yeah,
edition
my
though.
special edition. Hold
It's
on.
$599.
My PS5 console Ghost of Yotai Black Limited Edition bundle Slim is $599.99.
Again, that is special.
And she's still
Yeah.
paying $50 less than the non-special version.
Exactly.
What the
That's
fuck?
crazy.
And also, that's not even a
this is
Pro.
After, this is after the pricing.
Yeah, and
Now-
that's not a Pro.
It is announced that it is raising the prices even further, but only in the US this time due to changes in the macroeconomic environment. Translation.
Tariffs.
The fucking tariffs shit.
Oh no, not only
Thank
that.
you.
Everybody's
Thank you,
going
Trump.
higher. We can go higher too.
According to newly updated support page, the price increase will take effect.
October
On
the 3rd.
October
Happy
3rd.
Halloween, everybody. Here's a horror story for you.
Oh!
Both the 512 GB and the 1
Gigabytes and 1
terabyte
terabyte.
models of the Xbox Series S will see a 20%, a $20 increase on the $80 increases that they received in May, while the
So
Xbox Series
$100
X and the
increase
Xbox
total.
Series X Digital will see their prices raised a further $50. The biggest increase in the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black. Honestly, for that much money, you better give me a 2B model.
For real.
Yeah.
Aha.
Which will get a $70 increase on top of its previous $130. So they jacked the price up by $200.
The console, which launched at $599, now costs $799 and is more expensive than a PS5 Pro, which also has 2 terabytes of storage. There's the changes on the list that I showed a while ago. Scroll down, please. Yep. Look at that shit. Also, unlike the PS5, what games is this thing announcing that requires that much money?
Good fucking question.
No, for real. Someone tell me. I haven't kept up.
Microsoft says
No,
the price.
Xbox doesn't have slims.
Xbox doesn't do slim. They do fat and obese.
No, there is nothing.
There
There's
isn't.
no slim, there's no pro.
The equivalent.
There isn't one.
There is one.
There's just Xbox.
Yeah.
Microsoft said the prices of controllers and headsets will remain the same. Gee, thanks. And console prices in other countries outside the US will remain unchanged. This is the latest in a series of price increases across the video game industry. Sony previously increased the price of PS5 in select regions in August 22 and 25, excluding the US both times, before eventually increasing the US anyway. Fuck you. Nintendo, of course, also delayed the Switch 2 pre-orders due to the country's turbulent financial situation. It eventually opened them in late April without changing the console's price, but it did raise the price of the Switch 2 accessories in the US and warned that other adjustments of the price of Nintendo product are possible in the future depending on market conditions. Translation, we see how high people are willing to buy, and then we'll sell a little higher.
Earlier this year, the CTA, the trade association behind the CES tech event, warned that Trump's tariffs could lead to console prices increasing by giggity 9% in the US if they all came into effect.
Man,
Yeah.
I feel sorry for this if there was anything worth buying in those consoles. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm definitely not even going to get a
I am
PS6
not
until all
feeling
this
it.
shit goes back down.
I may not even get one at all. All the games I want are already going to PC anyway.
So
So
go
there you
figure,
have it.
giggity 9% increase.
More expensive. More money. More. Forever.
The line.
The line.
She must go up.
The line must go up.
All hail the line.
If the line goes down by a
Line
second, I will
goes
kill
up.
everybody in this office
All
and then
hail
I'll
the
kill
line.
myself.
Line goes up. All hail the line.
The
line goes up.
But wait.
Yeah.
Surely in these
more.
dark times there must be some good news. I'm gonna bring you guys some good news.
You are?
I
Many
saw
years-
that.
A while
Good
ago.
news.
Yeah, close that shit. I don't want to look at that anymore. Let's talk about Clover.
Who's
Clover. Well, clovers are plants that usually represent luck when they come in four leaves.
Those are nice.
And about a year ago, there was a big announcement showing that the legendary and ever block happy Hideki Kamiya himself decided, fuck y'all, I'm gonna make my own game studio
With
blackjack
blackjack
and
and
hookers.
hookers. In fact, forget the
through
video
whole
games.
thing. And then he went silent, except for that moment where it was announced that he was working with Platinum Games in Okami 2.
Yeah.
Fucking finally.
Which
We have been
everybody-
literally been
Bless.
asking about this for years.
It was a game
We
so
need
exciting
our
to be.
Amy back.
The announcement was so exciting, Jeff Keighley was practically in tears of joy as he announced the trailer, which had people screaming, jumping out of their seats and shitting
Well,
themselves
you
in sheer
remember
excitement.
when they
The
before
Dorito
they
Pope
even
approved.
did that, you heard the music, and immediately people were screaming because they recognized that music.
Yes.
I didn't recognize it until I saw the sunrise and the tune of the flute began, and I just went, "Oh my god!"
Oh, yeah.
And then,
No.
and then you heard that.
We heard that. I'm like, this is familiar. This is familiar.
Dum, dum, dum.
Sorry, we're
Bum.
Sis and I are huge Okami fans.
I love
We
that.
bought
Oh.
Okami
You
for
know-
every
Okami is
platform.
the only game I have bought on pretty much every single console
You know what the
except for
sad
Week 7
thing is
only.
about the tragic
I
thing is
have it
about
on
Yeah, sure.
Wii.
You know what the tragic thing is about Okami? People thought that God Hand doing badly was what killed Clover Studios. It didn't. That game was made on a shoestring, so it actually sold a respectable amount of copies. Okami was so expensive to make that was what sank the studio. It didn't sell enough on the PS2. It sold a lot later, but by then it was too late.
Well, it's also didn't they like barely have any advertising?
Yeah.
Yeah, once again,
Yeah.
good shit doesn't get advertised. Only Call of Duty does. Please click on the article again so I can read this thing.
Absolutely,
I
positively.
cannot wait
here.
to buy Okami 2.
And this article here comes to us from Andy Robinson 5 days ago, September 15th.
This is an interview with a gentleman who has now began his own new studio, Clovers. Because good luck.
As a
Hideki
callback
Kamiya
to
and-
Clover.
It is not a statement to say that a lot has happened in Hideki Kamiya's world since I last met with him and his Clover's business partner Kento Koyama late last year. In our previous interview held over at Zoom Callcast December, the pair tactically confirmed that they would be launching a new studio together, but they wouldn't tell me what they were working on and which publisher they were partnering with. So, looks like we finally got some information. Much to my surprise, I hadn't even transcribed the interview online. That news follows several weeks later to the sound of a thunderous taiko drum as Capcom's Okami sequel in development at Kamiya's Clovers was announced in great fanfare at the conclusion of the Game Awards 2024. Even host Geoff Keighley was visibly emotional as he introduced the teaser trailer for the game, which is a follow-up to a cult classic that, like many of those who played it in 2006, the TGA producer holds a great deal of affection for. Say what you will about the Dorito Pope, he knows what game it looks
The
like.
Dorito Pope was brought to tears.
Listen, that man doesn't make friends with Hideo Kojima for nothing, alright?
That's true.
Capcom has handling the operational side, so I hadn't had any direct meetings with Geoff ahead of time, said Kamiya, speaking to the BGC. But after the trailer played on stage, he went out of his way to not only introduce the new game, but also mention my name and our new studio, Clovers. He wasn't simply showcasing it as a new title. He was making sure people understood who was making it and what kind of team we are. I am deeply grateful for that. Oh shit, Geoff Keighley's making friends with Kamiya now.
Oh boy,
He's gonna get blocked on Twitter.
He's gonna get blocked.
Kamiya was recently able to meet with Keighley for drinks. Oh shit, they actually are friends. I was making jokes.
Oh shit.
He blocked him while they were taking drinks.
Glug glug glug.
They thank him for how he handled the Game Awards coming out party for not just Okami 2, but also Clovers, a dream venture of Kamiya after his shock exit from Platinum Games, who, man, I feel bad for Platinum Games. They lost the sauce.
The company he co-founded nearly 20 years ago.
The thunderous beats of the Hollywood Taiko also signaled the kinetic endorsement of Capcom to their former employee, who decades ago gifted them some of their greatest hits in Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, and more. He wasn't simply showcasing as a new title, he was making sure people understood who was making it and what kind of team we are. I was very grateful for that. Kamiya is quick to stress that Clovers is funded by personal funds, but few independent developers enjoy this level of support from publisher right out the gate, especially for a debut project that is following up a game that, by his director's own admission, was very well received in 2006, but it wasn't exactly a sales phenomenon. The designer, go ahead.
The designer told VGC he hoped to repay Capcom by delivering a game that earns an even deeper trust between the pair. Of course, at the small scale we're at right now, making this next Okami game is all that we can handle. But as we scale up and become bigger, hopefully that could mean potentially working on the next Okami game or a new IP with another publisher or another Capcom IP.
God hand, please.
Any
God
of
hand.
those
God hand too. Come on, let's go.
possibilities would make us very happy.
Give me that God hand too.
Read on
Now.
for VGC's full interview with Clover's studio head, designer Hideki Kamiya, and
so happy.
President and CEO Kento Koyama.
Do we have to read the whole interview? I think we're done with this.
Is there anything from the interview, because you read this before, is there anything in the interview that stood
Honestly,
out for you?
nothing that hasn't been said already.
So, can I remind people that Capcom, what was it, sometime last year, they sent out an email to everyone who was subscribed to their email subscriptions. And they asked a lot of things in there. But one question, which I literally was starting to scream, and I asked Sis if she got the email too. And it asked, which one of these following games would you want to see be brought back? And it
Easily.
had
One of
Okami.
the first things that popped up was
Okami.
Okami.
And I screamed. I screamed.
Smash that button.
I yelled at Sis. I'm like, Sis, Okami! Did you get the email?
Oh, yeah.
So I literally spent. So when they explained, they wanted you to explain why you wanted this. There was a character limit. I reached the character limit, and
I was writing a novel.
I had to scroll. Like, I had to start like squishing words together. Like instead of cannot, I did can't, and I literally had to just squish all my words.
Fit
You
all
know-
what I wanted to say. In
So
that
I was
character
happy.
limit.
So the fact that we now see the fact that they actually are going ahead and doing this, I was like, I contributed to that. Yes.
You know what would be amazing?
What would be amazing?
If after all these years, since Itsuno is no longer working in Capcom, Hideki is the one that comes back to do DMC 6. And that would be the final one.
Oh,
Just perfect circle. We began with Hideki, we end with Hideki.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
That would be dope.
That
Now,
would be the cherry on the.
Okay,
that
well,
be
how
the
would we
cherry on the
finish
top.
it off? Like,
oh, it's pretty simple. Dante, I will return, and I will rule this world. Those are the last words of Mundus before he was sealed away. And we don't know where he went. So I even had my talks with little bro about this one. We'd be like, okay, we start playing as Nero, who is basically finding out that there is a mysterious cult of demon worshippers in the city, and for some reason, the symbol of the cult is 3 eyes.
Oh, the return of Mundus.
And while that happens, meanwhile, in Heck, Virgil and Dante are having their round 375,000 of their eternal fight, and they go, wait a second, do you feel that? And then, you play as Nero,
seems familiar.
and then you choose either Dante or Virgil, and you finish the story from their side, then you finish the other, and then the final fight is all 3 of them together against Mundus.
That would be cool.
And then Dante finally gets together with Lady, and we call her a day. Please.
Yes,
Let my old man and my old woman be happy together. They deserve it.
Same. Yeah.
I'm just saying, honestly, I used to think that I want DMC 6 to start with this beautiful panning shot of Devil Sword Dante from every camera angle, and then the camera pans away, and Dante's just shaving with the damn thing.
That would be funny.
Wait, with Rebellion or with his
Rebellion
Dante?
doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, right,
remember?
no, he turned it into Dante.
Yeah, and Burgess looking at me like, really, dude? What? There's
Well, we got
nothing
no
else-
demons to kill. What's your
I
excuse?
have nothing else to work with here. And unlike you, I can grow facial hair.
You clearly have no respect for your craft.
Yeah, well, you have no sense of fashion. Shut up, my Cody school.
Are you kidding? This jacket is one of a kind.
I'm filled with drip. Don't use that term. You're too old for that. So are you.
So are you.
Oh my
So,
god.
Point in case is,
Do you think Ruben Langdon would show up for one last Roy?
he would. Johnny John Bosch went on record going, I will find that man in his house and I will drag him to the booth myself. Also,
Ruben Langdon, Daniel Southworth,
they
Johnny
showed
Bosch.
off for
Easy.
the Punishing Grey Raven collab, and they did a fantastic job. So
Nice.
they'll do it again. Also, in the collab, if you like raise their affection enough, Virgil outright starts giving you life advice.
Oh.
Yeah, right. But he genuinely goes, "It's difficult for me to say this, but don't pursue power against your best wishes.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it." Like during the actual story, Virgil is just kind of awkward, and Dante keeps dragging him into situations. And once again, it's a good thing this is a collab because these two don't fit in that world. Because the second Dante dropped, he dropped in the middle of a town being attacked by the punishing virus monsters, and he just went, "Huh, I suppose I should help these people." And then he spent 3 weeks fighting off all the hordes by himself. For the record, when that happened in the actual story of the game, it happened for 1 day and everybody almost died.
Damn.
Nope.
Dante spent 3 weeks just going, "Oh, my 9 to 5 is about to start. Hum de dum." And, he just, and people go, "I can know how we can repay you." And Dante goes, "Listen, give me a room, a cold beer, and something to eat, and I'm good to go."
Listen,
That's
I'm
a
a-
deal.
Yeah.
all I need is a single room, maybe a bed, and no questions. I'm going to need strawberry sundaes and a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
I'm not talking, like maybe 3 pizza pies, slices or something. No,
and he
a
whole
lot.
pies.
Whole pies as large as you can get them.
No anchovies and no olives, please. Oh, and by the way, later in the scene, in the story or the collab, you invade the tower filled with these monsters that are these horrible combinations of man and machine. They call them heteronormative creatures because of the term. What the actual word means is like a combination of flesh and metal. And the fight is bad because we're fighting basically an endless horde. And one of your dudes is a guy whose cyborg body is so advanced that he can calculate into the future. And even he's going, "Commandant, I'm running out of fucking ammo." Meanwhile, Dante and Virgil are in the background having fun, and they go, "All right, we're supposed to go to the top of the tower, aren't we?" And they sing Devil Trigger and just rip through the whole army. And you're just left standing there going, "Can we just go now?" "Yeah, we just go now." And you spend the rest of the tower just running upstairs, hearing the sounds of a massacre. They
I
don't
guess
fit
you
in
were
this
missing
world.
the action, huh?
They genuinely don't fit in this world. We gotta get them out of here. They're too strong.
Which is why we need a DMC6.
The number is too big. But I digress. Point is, Kamiya is working on a studio. He's working on his projects. And when he's done with Okami 2, the fact that we live in the era of streamers means that that game will hopefully get the love and the attention that it deserves.
It really does deserve that, especially considering how beautiful that game was.
Can you imagine how pretty it's gonna look now? Oh man!
Don't remind me. We are fangasming.
It's gonna be so. I want to watch the
I
trailer.
need
again.
to buy
Yeah.
on
Yes.
all the platforms.
In fact, when the
Yes.
show is over, we're gonna watch the trailer again. But that is that for now.
And
Oh.
No
we're gonna
more
watch
news.
Star
Okay,
Wars
so
Andor.
yeah, so
All
we
right.
can watch it right after.
Yes.
All right. And folks, with that, we have reached the end of our programming. We appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight. You guys have been fantastic on the live chat. And yep. Angel. And
Lisa
now,
says
before we wrap
Xbox
things,
is dead.
oh,
$400 for
ow.
a Series S is only $50 or $100 away from a Switch 2, which is more powerful.
Yeah.
Only
in
thing
that case,
Xbox can
just
do
get
at this
Switch 2
point
then.
is next.
Listen,
what's-
I'm just gonna save some money and buy Sonic Cross Worlds because they got Hatsune Miku in it, and I love.
Yeah. Now,
Oh.
speaking of gaming,
Add a
Angel,
secret boss,
my friend,
emo DMC Dante. That'd be hilarious.
Angel, we finally closed the chapter. We finally closed the book on Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots.
We have. The story of Solid Snake has finally ended. It was a very difficult journey, but despite the fact that him only have only a few years to live, at least he gets to live them in peace. And
He earned his happy ending.
He did.
better to be a warrior in the garden than the gardener in the war, as they say.
And now he can just spend time with his husband, Otacon,
And
And
his
his
daughter.
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 Yeah.
His
Yeah.
nephew writing.
Aw.
And those
Yes.
4 weird
And
women
this-
that are
the-
in the
the
corner
grandnephew.
watching movies.
Yeah.
the grandnephew.
His grandnephew, Little John.
And those weird 4 women that sit in the corner huddled watching movies all day. Right, and what the fuck do you do to them?
Right.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, while the story of Snake is over, the story of Metal Gear doesn't end. Because War may have changed, but conflict is inevitable. The world has to rebuild, and this is a world filled to the brim with technology that we haven't seen since the day of sci-fi. And we're going to find out exactly how a man can survive in such a world in the next Let's Play of Los Amigos Play, where we finish the Metal Gear saga with one of my favorite action titles, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I hope that you are sitting down with us this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Kick, where we undergo Raiden's worst first day at work ever.
All right.
Actually, it's like he's in the middle of work. He's been there for a year and a half.
Good point. He was working for them. Okay, this is Raiden's worst work anniversary ever.
There you go.
They were supposed to have a pizza party, man.
And of course, for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. On last week's edition, we covered the main event of the co-hosted pay-per-view event, Worlds Collide, co-hosted by WWE and Lucha Libre AAA, where
Lucha Libre AAA.
Triple A.
where Dirty Dominic Mysterio captured the AAA Mega Championship from El Hijo de Vikingo.
I can't believe he caused such shame to the family by cheating.
No, he literally,
With help from El Grande Americano.
Of course.
literally Vikingson is.
Wait, are you telling me that the Mexican couldn't beat the Vikings, so he needed U.S. intervention to win the war?
Oh my God! Shut up! How dare you be?
USA! USA!
We also talked about the TV
Steal your
special.
shit.
We also talked about the TV special of NXT Homecoming, where they made their return to Full Sail University, where the main event saw Rhea Ripley teaming up with Stephanie Vaquer and Lyra Valkyria to beat the Fatal Influence in a great 6-woman tag match.
Yes, Dami.
Yay, women power! And we also talked about the AEW TV special September to Remember, which was a 3-hour broadcast.
Jesus, how?
It's called Tony Khan Had No Restraint.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought when you said broadcast, I thought it was a 3-hour wrestling match for a second.
No. Broadcast as in the show went from 8 p.m. to 11.
Crazy.
Tune in on this coming edition of Wrestle Rewind, along with our weekly reviews. We're also going to cover the main event of this year's WWE's WrestlePalooza, which is going to be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
It's not going to be the tag match?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, and maybe. And we're also going to talk about the main event of this year's AEW All Out.
Which is happening right now.
Yep. Counter-programming and shit.
Well, look at that.
We'll have more to talk about next week, but first...
We got to start your week off right, and that would be with my program, The Black Files. As you see here on the Uncensored and Uncompromising Interview Review Podcast, that's my show. As you see out tonight, here at the Ravens Flock, we cover a whole wide swath of stories spanning the spectrum of nerd and geek culture. But on The Black Files, we just touch on one topic. We hone in and cut deep to the heart of the matter, and we don't hold our opinions back. This past Wednesday, we went ahead and discussed Star Wars Andor clinching 5 Primetime Emmy Awards.
Congratulations.
Fuck yeah, Sea King. Through general consensus over here, we're going to begin watching Andor starting tonight. The moment we're done with Star Wars Andor, Jose's going to be suspending his Disney Plus subscription to them, because how fucking dare you fuck around with Jimmy Kimmel that way and kowtowing and being Trump's bitches.
Also, it's Disney. Aside from Andor, do they have anything good in there anyway?
There's plenty of other good stuff. You just got to go looking.
I don't want to go looking. Let's
Star
go watch
Wars?
Murder
More,
Boys then.
more Star Wars.
No, clones.
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are
Bad
you
Batch.
going over the Clone Wars?
I already saw it.
Well, you could
It
keep
was
seeing
good.
it. You can see it
All
again.
right, Star Wars Rebels.
That was pretty good too.
You could watch
Bad Batch?
the Bad Batch.
What I'm trying to say
You
is,
think it's like the
One.
18
Or
going to be
clone.
more dramatic.
Do you know the Empire has its own holiday?
guys, after the where I'm choosing to cancel because I just refuse to give Disney any more of my money.
That is an understandable argument because fuck Disney.
Exactly.
They're
But
not.
continue.
You know what? Star Wars is not Disney. They are a property that Disney bought. Whatever they're giving us, that creativity ain't coming from Disney.
Exactly. Go on.
The point of the matter is, I was talking about how fucking awesome the characters are. I was taking the opportunity to also show, like, because people were talking about, like, oh, wow, the political commentary is so prescient. It's just like what's happening with the massacre in Gaza over here. And, like, go fucking figure. I also brought up how at the Primetime Emmys, you've got other celebrities voicing their dissent and voicing their support of Palestine by also promoting the filmmakers against Israel, filmmakers for Palestine kind of thing. I don't remember. Point is, they signed a pledge to not work on anything for the Israeli government or any Israeli film studios in protest of the massacre happening in Gaza
To be fair,
against the
though, if an
Palestinians.
entire country was blowing up another country and cheering for every time a city gets turned into a hole in the ground, I wouldn't be one to work for them either. It's kind of one of those logical things of, are we the baddies?
Right.
I
No,
don't
they don't
think-
even think that. Like, let me put it to
I
you this
woke
way.
up this morning to a missile battery being installed right next to my house. I don't think I want to be here anymore.
Let me just give one little thing, because you actually reminded me of something. I'm not trying to be too gruesome or too graphic or cruel on this. One of the things that the Israeli military likes to do is they like to have their social media presence well and full force. They particularly like showing the young, attractive Israeli women that are in the military in there.
Huh.
I kid you not. We had one girl who was setting up a little Propo drive-through. Israeli soldier. She's driving through. You see music playing in the background. Her showing her cute face.
Yeah. There's a recent article where
car-
they claim their leaders are making them kill children.
And yet they are killing children.
Listen, buddy, that's your hand. That's your gun. No one's forcing you to pull that trigger.
Unless they're being ordered to.
Right.
Oh, so just following orders then.
Yeah, even worse than that.
Just
yeah.
following orders
Fucking,
then.
Just following
because that worked
orders.
so well in Nuremberg.
Because that works so well everywhere else.
Point is, like, clearly a lot of parallels. Clearly got everybody very like socially active about, like, you know, warfare and how, like, political intrigue is like cool and crazy, but at the same time it's also important to be vigilant about that stuff. Very prescient stuff. Star Wars Andor is the shit. I love it. Everyone who worked on that show, mwah, top class, top tier. We're going to begin watching it tonight. You can't stop me. And you better believe that if we have other stories that come up in the world of nerd and geek culture that's on the darker side. By the way, Dragonfang, you gave me next week's story.
Yes, I did.
It's in the group chat. I'll show y'all. I'm going to cover it Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick for the Black Files.
And of course, tune into our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Join me and my motley crew of nerds as we discuss the latest news and the topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, a sleepy week, or even a dead week, no matter who the FCC comes after next, there is always something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you, and not a single person can do a damn thing to stop us.
Not even the possibly neurotic or definitely psychotic are the fellas
That's all
at the
the
freaking
freaking
FCC.
Exactly. Now, once again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight, and this is something that we've been doing for many years, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Zayana Rose Cosplay, K-Store Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse. As we bring you the latest news in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard and staying strong, making your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button, ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show, Nerds All Over the Internet. We are the Ravens Flock, and to get a little personal to Trump and anybody else who's like him, speaking as a guy who has a really hard time lightening up when other people are trying to do funny things, learn to take a fucking joke.
Life isn't a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Because you can't say penis.